of the internet. Welcome to the Gallant Horde. We have some nice new pretty overlays and a beautiful new thingy that shows you people's information. Thanks to Will for designing that for us. It's very exciting. I'm very excited about it all. Okay, so today we are playing the Theatre of Ambis, in which these 6 lovely people will go to the city of Ambis and visit the theatre there on request of a friend of the ladies whose husband works at said theatre and whose husband has been behaving a bit strangely. And she has asked you to investigate what's going on. However, before we do that, we are going to do our in-game giveaway. So every week we give away an item to someone in the Gallant Horde. You don't have to be in the Gallant Horde to enter it. You can enter it however, even if you want, but then you will gift the item to a member of the Horde. Today's item is the Candle of the Deep. It's basically a candle you can take underwater. It's pretty cool. So exclamation point shiny thing will get you in the draw for that. That item will randomly appear in whichever Gallant Horde member's home wins it. It shall just appear. Let us roll some potion of resistance. Today's potion of resistance is going to be, I don't have it open, please hold, fire. Resistance to fire. So if you're new to the stream, you can gift a potion of resistance to anyone in the game. It can be one of the characters, or it can be one of the baddies. Or it can just be me, and I can give it to whoever I want. Or just be resistant for all my creatures can be resistant to fire. That seems like a good idea. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You should probably give it to a specific character. You do have to drink your potion. It doesn't just automatically work. So remember to drink it if you get given it. That has been a thing sometimes. You can also give inspiration to any of the characters, PCs, villains, baddies, PM. Which essentially means that they can get advantage on any, or they can re-roll one roll, is how that works. 1 d20 roll, specifically. You may notice that we have a beautiful new subscriber goal thing underneath my face right now. So that shows you the 4 stages of our subscriber goals. That is new or renewed subscriptions. So if you renew your subscription in March, that counts. If we get to 50, that will unlock the next Birds of a Feather game. We actually have a Birds of a Feather game tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be playing the Monks game, which is pretty exciting. 6 monks going on an adventure. They have no idea what they're going to be doing. I do. It's going to be great. And if we get to 100, someone will get to be either create and play an NPC in a Gallant Horde adventure. That is how we got Eric with a K, played by Kyle, and also Amnon, the apothecary, played by Mike. Those both came out of the guest NPC thing. At 150, we will have a guest DM who will DM a side quest. We have one of those coming up too. Captain Snaggletooth will be DM'd by our very own Jamie Fraser, who plays Hela. Coming up in April, I think.
Like that.
Which is pretty great. And then if we hit 200, we will have a side quest where Adam will DM the side quest and I will produce it. Which means you all get to experience the joys of Adam's DM dice, which means you will all die. However, the music will be very whimsical, because that will be my job. So, to get to that point, we need 200. I'm pretty sure we already have a quest in the wings for that, to do with Zook. So, that should be great.
Is that what that's all about? I see.
So, to get to that, we need 200 new or renewed subscribers in March. It's already the 19th. Make it happen, folks. All right. All of those things happen in the Toasted Ogre, which is a channel in our Discord where our subscribers get to hang out. They get to vote on all these things. So they vote which Birds of a Feather game comes up next. We do marble races to determine who gets to play in those games and who gets to be the NPC. and who gets to DM the guest side quest, and I guess who will get to play in Adam's game, should we get that far. So become a subscriber, join the Toasted Ogre. It's great fun. Do keep in mind that your Twitch and your Discord have to be connected for that to work. So if you are a subscriber and in our Discord and cannot see the Toasted Ogre, that might be why. Check it. Make it work. Cool. What have I forgotten? You should join the Horde. Because it's great fun. Honestly,
Great fun.
it's ridiculous. We have a blast. There is so much that happens during the week in our Discord. What you see in these streams is really just the tip of the iceberg. So, yes, Kit, I said the words just the tip. I saw that happen.
You said smash it earlier, and I was like, all right, Jax, come on.
Is that a Kiwi thing? Saying we're just going to smash it out? We're going to do
Smash it out! Smash it out!
That's a normal saying.
It's a normal Kiwi thing. Anyway.
It is for me too, but maybe for other reasons, I don't know.
Anyway, come join the Horde and be exposed to all of Kit's terrible, terrible 12-year-old brain. Constantly. It's awesome. It's great fun. There are a lot of puns. I threaten them with dragons a lot. Occasionally I deliver. I delivered a green dragon.
Yeah, that was awesome.
In the last week that they did not expect. And yet there it was, and they had to fight it. It was wonderful. Cool. I think that's all. Does anyone have any other announcements they would like to talk about today? No? No one has anything exciting going on? Cool. In that case, I'm going to get you to all introduce yourselves in case there's someone watching who doesn't know who you are yet. Starting with Griffin.
Hi.
Yes.
I'm Griffin, and I am about to hit level 15, which is exciting. I play Alaina. She is a rogue who doesn't know she's a rogue. She thinks she's a very charming diplomat.
Pretty funny.
We all think so, too.
I'm Will, and I play Ardbeg Bruichladdich, the half-elf fighter.
Who has a lot more to live for now.
He sure does after last time.
Which just means that I should try to kill you harder. Now!
Hello, I'm Matthew, and I play the Githzerai monk named Greth.
For those of you who may have missed it, the level 15 interview of Matthew for Greth just went live on YouTube before the stream started. So once we're done here, if you haven't gone and watched it, you should go and watch it because it is great fun and really quite funny. We had an awesome chat. Leslie!
I'm Leslie, and I play Miz, who is a Tiefling sorcerer who dabbles in rogue occasionally.
Dabbles in
Rogue dabbling.
Yeah.
Kit!
I'm Kit, and I'm playing Morwen Starshine, famous for the whiskey named after her. And she flirts and she casts spells. The Eladrin sorcerer.
Excellent.
Who has a golden summer look today.
Oh, yeah. That's
Instead of
true.
her winter. Yeah, this is something new we're trying.
Alex.
I am Alex, and I am playing Harper, who is a human abjuration wizard.
Awesome. So things of note, Alaina and Miz are both, should you survive today, hitting level 15 at the end of this game, which means that I will be dropping some level 15 art in our Discord after the game for both of them, done by our very own extremely talented Shawnali, who is amazing and does all our level 15 art. Yeah, so that's happening. There's a lot today. All right. Let's go to the theatre.
We're all dressed for the theater.
Except for Ardbeg, who is not.
He's got his, acting up on his armor.
All the gear all the time. That's one of our big things. All the gear all the time.
Yep.
You've been, burned by that before, so.
He's got his
Alrighty. Okay. Is there anything any of you would like to do before you enter the throne room today?
I will cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
And I will set my boon of the elements to resistance to bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
I rolled for the group chat. It's good for 3 hours. So last time we cut it kind of short, I'll wait to activate it till we actually
Okay.
decide to do things and not have tea parties.
Okay. Cool. You all have the usual aid and boons and whatever from the various people. Orange slices from Helga. I don't think he got cookies from Wazitum because he had some trauma he had to deal with. For those of you who
bear claws.
are unaware, Wazitum became a werebear in his last mission, and last night was the full moon, so he turned into a werebear for the first time, which was traumatic for him and those around him, I think, slightly. All right. So, you enter the throne room, and the lady is wearing a kind of a masquerade ball. It's like a burgundy with like black lace and floofy bits, and she has like a masquerade mask in her hand that she sort of holds over her face as you enter and then removes because, you know. As far as masquerade ball gowns go, it's relatively understated, but it's still a masquerade ball, so not that understated. And she says, welcome, adventurers. We are off to the theatre today. That should be exciting. Do you have any questions before I send you on your way to Ambis?
Definitely. Where did you get that mask?
Oh, it was made for me, dear, by a very dear friend.
Are they taking commissions? Because
Probably not.
Oh.
Sorry.
Understood. Thank you for telling me that.
Do we know what
heartbroken over here.
Do we know what the gentleman looks like that we are looking for or going
Orm.
to meet? Mm-hmm.
Yes, she holds out her hand and you see an image of a human. He has very black hair and a really long, impressive looking beard. He is dressed quite flamboyantly, as you would expect someone in the theatre to dress. So this is Storm, but he should be easy to find. He runs the place after all.
Okay. It doesn't mean somebody wouldn't be pretending to be him. We don't know. So it's always good to.
That is a point. Although it would be difficult to pretend to be someone quite as well known, unless you were good at disguises, I suppose.
Right.
Still, good thought.
Okay.
Great. You had a question?
Yeah. Apparently he's been acting strange. Do we have any more information than that?
Well, you see, his wife, Marianne, she did me a good turn at one stage, and she has called that favor in, requesting that I send in a team to investigate the theatre. She says he's acting out of character. She was a bit vague, to be honest with you. It seems that he's spending more time there than he used to. He appears to have developed some interesting quirks that he did not previously have. Strange abilities, things of that nature. She is concerned that something weird is going on.
Magical abilities?
Indeed. He always had some, but it was more of the bardic kind, glamoury sort of things. This seems to be a little bit more, dark.
Warlocky or okay.
Him and me both.
She looks slightly guilty. It's unclear exactly what is going on. That is why we're sending you in to find out.
All right.
Okay.
Any other questions? Alaina?
I was just going to ask if we're going to be dropped off in the actual location, or if this is going to be another nearby, and we're going to have to skulk our way through something weird.
I can drop you in the theatre if you wish, or just outside.
That would be wonderful.
What would you prefer, in or out?
And I wouldn't say in, but other people might be more reserved.
Maybe right in
They're
front,
all such 5-year-olds.
It seems polite to at least.
I'm going to turn Kit's camera off.
It's face.
Try not to look.
Is my Laura Bailey. Sorry. Yes. Greth, did you have a question?
No. He just might say I think knocking would at least be polite. We should just show up at the front and enter a more less spectacular fashion. I know that's not necessarily your style, but it might make things easier to start.
That's fair. I just figured theater would
Yes.
appreciate a grand entrance. But
The
you're probably
drama.
right. Yeah, you're probably correct though. Knocking's probably better.
Well, some people don't like rivals sometimes. They want to be the dramatic ones.
Every dramatic person I know likes rivals.
It's true. Have you met Jean-Luc?
Fair.
See? Have you met Jean-Luc? I told you, that's a good catchphrase.
All right, are you ready to go?
Yes.
Let's try to send you on this adventure before we've been here an hour. All right. Yes?
We're ready.
Excellent.
Ready.
She claps her hands, giving you no further opportunity to ask her any more questions. And you find yourselves outside the doors of a beautiful theatre.
To that.
Did not put your tokens on the map. Come on. Roll 20. Do as you're told. This map is brought to you by Afternoon Maps, who are amazing. They have a Patreon. I get no kickbacks from them. I just frickin' love their maps. So, here you go.
Nice.
You are outside the doors of this beautiful theatre. It's a relatively small theatre, but it has that look of having been there for a very long time. It's quite well taken care of. Stone building. Once you get inside, there's lots of red velvet and brocade and those golden ropes tied around curtains and all that kind of shit. It's gorgeous.
Do we have
It's
any
also
trouble-
probably like early evening, late afternoon.
Is there no issue getting in? Are the doors open, or can we just walk in?
The doors are closed, but not in a don't come in sort of way. Just in a, it's not opening time thing. There are like playbills on the walls and whatnot.
Is there a show tonight? Is that what are they announcing?
You're going to read them?
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes, there is definitely a show tonight. It appears to be called The Knights of Elazar. And based on the extremely over-the-top imagery, it appears to be some sort of like vaguely kind of gothic, rollicking adventure involving some dudes with swords. Lots of
Alright,
like
then.
gothic-looking tree shapes in the background and like a big moon and that whole
Mhm.
vibe. That
Yeah.
whole vibe.
However this goes,
Very
can we stay for the
dramatic
show?
stuff.
I mean, if we have time, why not? Great year.
We're dressed for it. Let's go.
A whole 90
I mean,
minutes.
I
of
have
stream
never
is
been
gonna
to
be
the
Today's game.
theater before.
Today's game is just going to be me describing the Knights of Elazar.
with all of us sitting there looking at the camera, just nodding.
Yeah. How many?
Storm.
You brought this on yourself.
I know.
Storm,
So-
you good? Let's
So
watch
how
the
many
show.
acts
Yep.
is the play? is it like a 3-act structure, or is it like something more?
It is unclear from the poster.
Dang.
Oh.
All right.
Do we have an idea
Does
of
it
how
not have
long
like a
until...
running time on it?
Nope.
Do we know how long until like it would start, or like?
Make a intelligence or history. I will allow that too.
Oh.
Yep, both the same. 9.
Fuck knows when theaters do things.
Yep.
30.
Oh jeez.
Have I read this in a book?
That's who knows.
Yeah.
Ardbeg's struggling to read the poster. Tell you what I rolled.
Knew Harper
How
was
long
in the
did you
theater.
roll? Because I feel like this is something you would know about too.
Like who?
What?
Me?
Huh?
What did you say?
Alaina.
Alaina.
No?
I mean,
busy,
we got a 30, so I
Yeah,
think we're
yeah.
probably good.
I'm busy looking through my bag to see if like I have the appropriate snacks, if maybe I have like a shawl I can put on to like class up a little.
Or was that you with the
Just
30?
because, yeah,
Yeah.
Just
Okay,
because
cool.
Harper's
Yeah,
never been
Harper
to a
has a theory.
theater themselves
So,
doesn't mean they
Alaina
haven't been in
and
theaters.
Miz and probably Morwen should have some idea of how theatres work, but they've all gone blank. However, fortunately for all of you, Harper once read a book, and in the book it made it very clear that traditionally, theatres do their nighttime shows roughly around sundown, especially in this time when there's no such thing as electricity, because then they can get the lighting right.
Fair.
With magical dancing lights and so forth.
Weird. Astral Sea really doesn't have that kind of schedule.
Yeah, no, Greth would have no idea. So it's like late afternoon, you've probably got like maybe an hour before the show starts.
Okay.
Let's try to open the door.
Well, I mean, do
Let's go.
we want to go in and sneak around, or do we want to go in and pretend to have a cover story? Like, oh, we're big fans of this director, we want to meet him, or do we want to skulk around, or I don't know, option C?
I mean,
I'll
we
go
could
ahead.
just go and look for his wife.
Oh, okay. I didn't think about that.
I'll go ahead and activate the group chat since it seems like 3 hours should be well enough.
Oh,
So whatever we
Messages.
choose.
As you activate it, you just hear, "Oh, and maybe that'll match with that." And I do have one of those that I can. Oh, shoot! I feel everyone else is hearing me. Think.
Morwen's just like, I love this gold look I have going on. So, sneaky or
What are you doing?
wife? Should we go look for the wife because she's expecting us and she knows who we're coming from?
I thought
So
the
we
whole
shouldn't have to
point-
say anything.
I thought we were
Probably a
gonna knock.
good
Wasn't
idea.
the whole original
Yeah,
plan?
It's not.
Greth will knock.
Okay. There is a long moment, and then you hear some footsteps, and the doors open. Not like just, one door. And a head pokes out, and it's like a probably teenage sort of age young girl, blonde hair, and she looks out and she goes, "Oh, hi! You're a bit early. The show doesn't start for another, hour. You can come back in, half an hour. We'll start letting people in."
Is Marianne about?
Marianne? Yeah, she's backstage working with the costumes.
Yeah,
Oh, wonderful.
she should be expecting us. Can you tell her that the friends that she expected are here?
The friends that she expected. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
miss, but you realize we have a show in an hour, right? Everything's
She-
very frantic. Do you have a name or something?
Just from the lady. I think she'll know.
She sighs that sigh that only a teenager can do. You know the one. You're
I
a
do.
fucking moron. Sigh.
Yes, I have a 21-year-old. I know that sigh.
Yeah. She goes,
Sure.
"Fine,
little bit.
please wait here." And she smiles the customer service smile and closes the door.
I mean, I can roll a persuasion if you.
And she's gone for a good 10, 15 minutes. And then the door opens again, and an older woman, this time with reddish hair, looks out and she goes, "Hello, I am Marianne." She looks at you like she's hoping to recognize someone. "I believe you were looking for me?"
You requested some help from a certain lady.
Oh. She comes out and closes the door behind her. Oh,
That's not good.
I didn't know when you were. I see.
It's now.
Okay. I gathered that we have a show in 40 minutes. Oh my god. All right. Well, what do you need from me?
Access. A reason for us to be here, so people are not suspicious.
An explanation on what your husband's been up to.
That would be
Well-
good too.
If I had that, I wouldn't need you, would I? Okay, look. Let
Fair,
me.
that's very fair.
I can't give you a box tonight because they're all taken, but I might be able to get you some tickets in the common seats. Will that be all right for you, or are you going to get all persnickety about that?
I mean, we didn't have reservations, so it's fine.
I mean, yeah, I'm technically fine with that. I'm still gonna act persnickety, but don't take it personally. It's mostly just for show.
I see.
It's-
Okay. I can get you in, We can take you in now if you want, and you can just like mill around in the theater. But he's busy. You're not going to be able to talk to him till after the show.
Okay. What has he been doing that has caused you concern?
He does. Do we really have to talk about? Come in, and she takes you into the theater because she's not discussing this on the street.
Somewhere to start would be nice.
So, this is Marianne. So she brings you in, and she takes you. Let's say she takes you up here, for now, because that's she's not going to also have this discussion right in the middle of the thing. And she says, "Okay. So things I've noticed that he has been doing recently. He does this thing when he gets really upset about something, where he gets like really scary looking." And she like pulls a face like, "Wah." It's quite frightening, to be honest, for a man who's usually, you know, fairly.
Hilarious.
I mean, well, yes, but nice, you know. And then also he does this thing sometimes where he like appears to suddenly be surrounded by ravens. It's weird, very weird. And new, and I'm not a fan because they poop everywhere. It's very messy.
Wait, so actual ravens appear. They're not spectral. They're not an illusion or an impression?
They appear to be actual ravens.
That's interesting.
Has he found anything? Has he acquired anything new lately? Any new pieces for the theater, or any new books that he's been looking at?
Books? Oh, he's not really into books that much.
A piece of jewelry, or
not that I'm aware of. You have to understand, this is a theater. We have constantly strange things coming in. We have 20 really weird cloaks, some of which seem to do strange things to people. We have, you know, lots of costume jewelry that comes and goes all the time. It's hard to say. However, there is a man who has started spending a lot of time here.
Oh, there we go.
His name is Marcel. And he is very tall and very handsome. And
Beefcake.
They have been, well, not really beefcake. He's sort of skinny and lanky, but in a handsome way. You know what I mean? Like, you sort of
Cheesecake.
want to feed him up. And
cheesecake.
Anyway,
really?
He's been spending a lot of time around the theater, and they've been spending a lot of time together, and not in a, you know, I don't think there's dalliances happening there. Not that I really care if there are, but I don't think that's what it is. I think there's something else going on. It's
still very
strange. Oh, I mean, it's a theater, darling. You know.
Yeah.
Things happen.
So, Jax, the scary face and the ravens and a dude, can I do an Arcana check and see if that sounds like anything Morwen would have heard about? 25?
You know what Arcana? It sounds a lot like? It sounds quite a lot like Vinny.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay.
Well, this is not
Anyway, it's weird and I don't understand it. He could always do, you know, the normal bard things, but this is new.
And you've asked him about it and he has not explained what that's about?
Well,
yeah,
Where does Marcel go during the actual performances? I imagine he sticks around someplace.
He has a box. It's his box now, and she sort of points across the theater.
Yeah.
To
okay.
Can you get us access to that box?
Why?
Well, just in case we want to take a closer look at what he's doing during performances or when he's alone.
He's very seldom alone. First of all, there are usually at least 2 or 3 beautiful women with him.
I was just going to ask what his preferences were.
Oh, I think his preference is breathing.
Breathing? No, I get it.
And she says that uncertainly, like maybe even if
Maybe
he
not
wasn't breathing,
necessarily.
he might still be open to the idea.
So much
Also
than
optional.
zombies and
Oh man. It's very Eddie Izzard.
Well, I mean, that doesn't preclude any of us then. Somebody else could try and be charming and get into a circle. Just to see what he's doing.
That's what you call it.
Yeah. Thank you.
She's a theatre girl, come on.
Elena's just mostly in the background listening to her friend's talk, just like praising every time.
This is Greth. He has no
He's
clue.
no
what-
clue. I know. Innocent boy.
He's oblivious, it's adorable.
So he's just like,
Well,
why is everyone
I-
looking at me funny?
I can leave the door of the box open, I suppose.
Which one? Can you ping it again? I wasn't on Roll20 when you.
It's the one on the top left.
Okay.
There is no one in that box right now that you can see.
Okay.
It's empty.
Should we go backstage and just kind of do a quick look around, or is it just probably chaos right before a show?
Oh, I don't advise that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, oh, where is my makeup? Oh no, I can't find my cloak. You know, actors.
Theater mom, I get it.
I mean, that makes sense, but could we have one of us who can do detect magic just do a walkthrough of the area? Not stop and interrupt anybody, but just sort of feel around and see if anything jumps out at them as important?
Through backstage.
I know. If no's the answer, no's acceptable. I wanted to check.
She sort of looks around and she goes, are any of you particularly good at moving between people without knocking anyone over or getting knocked over by divas?
That would be Greth.
Don't
mean-
have the eyes for it.
I also
Well, I
have a
mean-
wand. I have a wand
It-
of detect magic.
Oh, perfect.
Does it require attunement?
I don't
Nope.
think so.
If that's the case, then yeah, me or Greth are probably good. I wasn't going to volunteer because I can't do detect magic, but
Oh.
Yeah, so anybody really. And I don't want to volunteer because my dice always screw me.
I mean, I am very agile
Because dice.
Yeah.
and very,
It's a valid reason.
very
I can-
familiar to this environment.
I can literally run up walls if I don't have room to move.
I
Right.
take that personally.
Big old bag of decks. Give it to him.
Just like, oh, are you trying to show us up?
No, I'm just eager to get out of people's way.
Well,
Will is very upset or he's frozen. I'm not sure what's going on there.
yeah, he is.
There we
You're
go.
like, turn on my face.
I'm like, what did I
That was-
say?
Oh dear.
This might be an Alaina moment more than a Greth moment, given that at least I know how backstages work.
Yeah, Greth would just have just a wide-eyed, zero chill.
All right.
Yeah, so you can have the wand, and it has 3 charges or whatever. But also, you're on the group chat, so feel free
Yeah.
to
Of course.
share.
Did you want to go solo, or did you want Greth to come along anyway?
No, it's going to be hard enough dodging with one
Yeah, I was
person.
gonna say
We'll just
probably
do
a solo's a good.
We'll do a quick walkthrough. You can just say that I'm a potential patron and just doing a quick tour. It will be a quick cover story. I'm dressed for the part already. It makes sense.
You're not going to say patron.
Whatever the proper term for you is.
That so many explanations. Let's just stick to VIP. Nice
Okay.
and vague.
Nice and vague.
Yes.
While she is doing that, can we investigate Marcel's box just in case there's anything
That's-
in there?
That was going to be my next telepathic thing. I'm like, while I have her out of your line of sight, you all go do the thing that she doesn't want you to do.
All right. So,
We'll plant the
Alaina,
bombs.
she will take you backstage and give you a tour of the backstage area. How long does the wand? Is it like a standard detect magic? It lasts 10
Yeah.
minutes? Yeah.
Perfect.
So 10-minute walk around. There's loads of things pinging because there's a shit ton of illusion magic back here. as you would expect in fantasy theater, right?
So
There's a
looking
lot
for
of
anything not illusion to start with, obviously, yeah.
a lot of disguise self kind of stuff going on, a lot of, cloaks of change the way you look, that kind of shit. Make me an investigation check, just to pick things out of the noise of all this, people casting light so that they can see themselves properly in the mirror, get the makeup right, all this shit that I imagine being a theater person would go on if you had access to those things.
I had to burn one of my luck points, but I re-rolled and it's a 14.
Cool. I need to open the magical thing of schools of magic. Please hold. There is some enchantment.
That I'm a little concerned with.
Again, though, it wouldn't, Alaina would know this, that theaters would use enchantment to,
of course,
move things around, or make
kind of
people
sway.
fly on stage instead of using harnesses.
Harness,
and shit.
right.
Yeah,
Perfect. Okay.
it's not that weird to be seeing things like that.
No, but that's definitely illusion I would dismiss. Enchantment I would at least take a second look at, and then anything else is probably going to raise a flag.
With that roll, I would say that it all pretty much falls into one of those two categories. Nothing that couldn't be explained by just the theater.
Okay.
And there's a lot of it going on because there's a bunch of fucking bards, basically, is what you're dealing with here.
Yeah.
So, there's loads of prestidigitation and thaumaturgy.
The Lair would hate and love this. But yeah, I just kind of sort of transmit. I'm like, no, it's a lot of the performative magic that you would expect. Nothing really drastic back here. But
Very much so.
I'll drag this out to make sure you guys have a little bit more time. So,
Okay.
but otherwise, I'm basically now just stalling her a little bit to make sure she doesn't go back out and see anything.
I don't know why we've lost Will completely.
I don't know. Yeah,
I think
he's on the farm right now, so I don't know if these.
All right. Well, hopefully he will reappear. All right. The rest of you, go to the box. The box is unlocked. What are you looking for? Are you looking for anything in particular?
Honestly, just looking through it and seeing if there's any traces of anything that might stand out as being weird or out of place.
Any
Okay,
kind of markings or
Okay. Make an investigation check.
I will guide myself because I can do that now.
What?
And I will give you advantage.
Okay.
I will help you.
Excellent.
Oh, it looks like
Alright.
Discord has died for Will, but he's sorting it out on his laptop for an update.
That is a really good roll. That is a 34.
Wow. That would be great if there was anything here.
Yeah.
It's pretty much an empty box.
Okay.
It has everything you would expect a box to have. I will say you notice
At least there's no doubt.
that
Yeah.
there is like a drinks table, which you would expect in a box, but it has nothing on it. It has like the glasses and so on, but no actual drinks of any kind. And the other noticeable thing is that there are no lights in this box.
Mm. The other
So
boxes have lights?
Most of them would have lights that would then go down in some fashion when the show started, but this one doesn't have that. It's designed to be dark.
Okay.
So presuming that you guys are in group chat, kind of explaining this, I would then recommend to check the box next to it to see what's different.
Yeah.
Aside from lights,
Yeah,
if there are
I
drinks,
was
there's
just
bottles
thinking
of
that.
them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So be checking because there's another box next to it. So actually looking at it and comparing the two and seeing if
Just
there's
highlights for kids.
anything that's different.
Absolutely.
Spot the differences.
The other box has lighting. It also has on the drinks table. It has standard sort of wine and spirits.
I call it Ruler Vampire.
They bring in their own. Yeah,
That's
said like Vinny.
right. We're on the same wavelength, Griffin.
But we didn't find any blood in there though. I think there would have been at least a few drops.
There was nothing there.
No. Okay.
No, but if he's a meat eater.
Wait's not whatnot.
Like, I'm expecting more of a Lestat than a Louis, is really what I'm going for.
Since I've pretty much scoured every nook and cranny of this box, can I find anywhere that would be small enough and hidden enough for Evie to hide in during the performance?
Oh.
And that too.
That's brilliant.
I mean, yeah, especially given that it's
Is
dark.
Evie like a little?
There's
She's
probably-
little, right?
Evie
There's
is very
probably
small.
some sort of nook or cranny that Evie can fit into, yeah. Especially since you rolled like 4 million.
Not even the highest number I could have rolled.
Never let Harper do investigation checks, folks.
I believe the highest I can roll with guidance is a 36.
Wow. Nice.
I mean, I will
All
note
right.
that when you said investigation, I got all excited and I forgot I'm playing Alaina and not Alira, and I'm like, shit,
Yep.
Elena's terrible at it.
Yep.
She's got her skills.
Okay,
The
so
only thing I
Evie,
do well is intelligence-based checks. Let me have this.
Yes, yes. We need persuasion. I got this. We need intelligence. Harper's got it.
all right. So yes, Evie can definitely hide somewhere in that space.
Is there anything else we want to put in here while we have the chance?
Bomb. But
I didn't bring those. Well, not appropriate for here anyway. I mean,
My latest book? I don't know. I don't have anything.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
yeah,
I
leave your screenplay.
Hide your smut under the chairs.
Oh my god.
My latest book was about Helga, so it's not smut.
There will be by the time the person reads it at it.
Now?
By this stage, they have opened the theatre doors and people are starting to come in. And
should go.
Marianne will
Yeah,
probably
so-
have brought Alaina back to the central area. So all the upstairs seats and the boxes are booked up. You can't sit there.
Yeah.
So she would have put you in that kind of main seating area. And she kind of says,
Yeah.
right, well, I really need to go. Great that you're here. Hopefully you can find something out. But I need to be off and help with the show. Enjoy the
So,
show.
yeah, I will
And she scampers off.
leave Evie in the spot that I saw.
Okay. The theatre fills up. It is full. This is clearly a very popular show. Every seat is taken. The orchestra comes in. The orchestra is like 4 guys. And they like sit in the little orchestra pit area. And you can expect much hubba amongst the theatre. Is there anything you want to do before the show starts? Sitting in your middle of a crowd.
Greth would like to do what he normally does and listen to everyone talk to see if he can get any info out of what they're saying.
Yeah. Listen to people, and I'm also going to
Yeah.
cast Dark Vision on myself. 'Cause
Okay,
I feel
cool.
like that's going to be helpful.
Okay, sweet. There's not really, it's all the sort of talk you would expect. It's a lot of, gosh, I've heard so much about the show. I'm so excited to watch it. Did you hear what happened with Isabel's second husband? Oh my goodness. Isn't it a coincidence that both her husbands have fallen out of windows? You know, town gossip kind of stuff.
But
Exactly
nothing
what you
sounds.
That's not a coincidence, that's a passion.
Okay, I have an update from Gavin about Will. His laptop isn't charging. It ran itself down, but he's looking for a workaround. So,
No, okay.
he's working on-
Hopefully
he's
we will
working
have a
on it,
will
yep.
soon. At the moment, Ardbeg is just super overwhelmed by this whole
he's
experience.
just letting us do our thing, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. As it says in the chat, have you heard about the last episode of Not Without My Deity? Yes, Alaina.
We're all surprised at how much Ardbeg is into theater. He's just really gone.
He's
So-
really into it.
Yeah.
Seating's filled up, but we're allowed to like find seats if we need to. You said
Yeah.
there's only 4 people in the orchestra. Is there more space for people in the orchestra? Like, are there more than 4 seats in the orchestra?
Yeah, but it seems like this is what they're using for this show. It's not I mean, I suppose if you find it suspicious, you can, but it's, yeah.
No, but I would like to go and basically be like, hi, yes, I'm just going to sit over here and kind of like observe for reporting purposes. I really just want to get a close-up view of the play. I will be very quiet, I won't interfere, but I want that as my leverage point of vantage.
Yeah, where are our seats?
Cheap seats, we're in the back.
Pick whatever. In any area, that middle area would be like a first come, first served kind of vibe.
Right.
We just
So if you
want
don't get a
somewhere
seat-
where we could get a vantage point of that box.
One over here.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, as things fill up,
Yeah,
people
Liz.
will, people will be standing behind. Like,
Yeah,
it's
of course.
full. Yeah.
Standing room only.
Marianne is off backstage somewhere now. She's gone. All right. You are all ready? The lights go down. The curtain opens. And the Knights of Elazar begins. I am not describing this whole play to you. It is a rollicking, amazing gothic drama about 5 knights who explore the haunted forests of something or other. They battle evil things and overcome them. There is a moon that comes up. There's a woman on the moon who sings a song about the moon. It's very
This is a
dramatic and
complete
wonderful.
Misrepresentation. I've been to the forest of something or other. They're actually very pleasant.
We will
Running
facade
commentary in the
all
group chat.
Player turns to you, Alaina, and goes, shh, and continues playing her lyre. It is astonishing. There's a princess. She wears a beautiful chiffon pink dress that flows behind her as she is whisked away by one of the knights. It's all very dramatic and delightful.
Facade at all the right moments.
Excellent. Is anyone doing anything during this amazing performance, or are you all riveted?
No, and I'm gonna look at the box periodically and see if there's any activity. Does
So-
Marcel
I am-
show up?
I am
do-
pretending to pay attention to what's on stage, but I'm actually looking through Evie's eyes the
Okay.
entire time, watching that box.
So
Oh.
you do see into the box just as the curtain goes up. So he waited till the last possible moment. A tall, beautiful man, tall, thin, sort of long dark hair, very pale skin, and
Stereotyping.
with beautiful women, one on each arm, and a like gorgeous a man who looks like he's maybe 19, beautiful, but has that look of like he's definitely all beauty. There's not a lot of going up upstairs.
Lights are on, but no
Like-
one's home.
Yeah, like he's definitely there for the aesthetic appeal rather than anything else.
Himbo.
He
A boy toy.
comes in, sits down, the women all gather around, they all watch the show. There's not really much conversation. It's pretty.
Is he drinking anything?
He is not.
How dark is it in that
None
box?
of them. None of them do.
Okay.
It's
Do they look like any of them are breathing?
Oh god.
make a perception check. An Evie perception check.
I'm looking through her eyes.
All right.
I
better be
said
fucking
this
high.
beforehand. That is a dirty 20.
You can't tell. It's dark and they have their back. Like I imagine that Evie's
Yeah.
tucked in a corner somewhere, so
Yeah.
they're at the front of the box watching the show. It's hard to tell. They're all gorgeous though. They're very beautiful people, but yeah, not a lot of conversation going on. They mostly just watch the show. These people are not there to be his conversation companions.
Right. They're snack food.
They're
Got it.
arm candy is what they are.
Little candy.
They're part of the look.
Yes, 100%. This is also theatre.
Our way.
Do we
Whoa, we
see...
got raided! Hello, raiders! Welcome to the Gallant Horde! You sure chose a good
Hey.
game. We're at the theatre. It's very exciting. Anyway, please continue. What would you like to do?
Do we see Storm at any point through? Is he just all backstage, or do we
No.
see him at all?
No, he is not. Yeah, like the actors are all not familiar people.
Right.
They're all doing their thing.
Mhm.
You don't see any sign of the man that the lady showed you.
Okay.
I ate my orange slices.
That's fair. Did Miss bring candy this time?
No.
No.
Candy.
No.
The trauma. Was traumatized by that damn halfling.
Thanks, Adam.
Offices or anything that's not backstage, but definitely not part of the theater.
How do you mean?
You know, like a storage or offices, or a box office, someplace where staff might be when they're not actively engaged in the show.
So there's not really a box office. There's like that same blonde teenage girl at the gate just taking people's money, pretty much. She has next to her a large, scary-looking Goliath guy who's clearly just there to make sure no one tries to rob her. Although you get the distinct impression that if someone tried to rob her, they would come second. She has sass. She has the sort of sass that comes from having daggers in her boots, you know?
Nice.
To be fair, I did definitely, as soon as
Familiar.
you described the situation, I immediately thought, I could pickpocket her with my mage hand right now, and I don't know if anyone would care.
You might get beaten up.
Fair enough.
You haven't really seen anything. Alaina, I feel like Marianne would have just taken you around the backstage area, so you wouldn't have had a very good,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have a sense of, I mean, there were doors and things leading off to other places, but unclear.
I was trying to walk through the active area, so yeah, I probably wouldn't have been taken
Yeah.
those.
If that's the case, then Greth probably would have at certain points just kind of, peeled away from once everyone's got seated and involved a little bit, and tried to look around other areas to see if he could find any areas that aren't part of the not part of the where people
Stage.
are, but not part of the stage either. Just
What you're telling me is that instead of watching this incredible performance of joy, Greth is sneaking around backstage.
Not necessarily backstage, just any place that's not part of the theater proper, just to try to see if there's any.
I need
Some
you
offices
to
or
make
something.
a stealth check, please.
Okay.
Okay.
You're
Me
kind.
do that.
If I
Yeah.
was DMing, that would have been a disadvantage.
Let's
I've
see.
seen
I have
theater
advantage
backstages.
on that.
What's that?
Looks like 22.
Okay. Depending on where you're going, can you show me where you want to go?
Okay.
So you would have seen, let's just open some of this up. You would have seen that there were stairs going up here to that kind of mezzanine area.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you would know, because you can probably extrapolate from the other side that you saw, like, this kind of vibe.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, once I got to that mezzanine, I'd probably start looking around like not into people's boxes, but kind of near those boxes, just to see if I can see anything strange going on. So I'd be up around here, looking around.
Okay, so this area is literally just a big empty, like a set of stairs that goes up to the boxes.
And there's nothing weird about like anything.
There are a few people lingering around. There's like, the people who don't come to the theater for the theater.
Yeah.
They're having dalliances.
That's very polite phrasing.
Probably ones that their official partners are unaware of. That kind of thing going on back there.
Yeah, it's just nothing that weird, and he knows that Harper has eyes in that room. Then he probably just wander back over here and just kind of, if there's like in the raised area, just kind of stare at the act from the balcony.
Okay.
I would like to look at the audience and see if anybody's acting suspiciously or any
Make
thing
a
that I notice.
perception check.
18.
You saw that I've spent time in the theater. I have.
Oh, yeah.
I have a degree in drama. I'm sorry, what was your perception check?
And I'm just a hobbyist in drama.
18. Everybody looks very engaged with the show. There are a few people who are like having little whispered conversations, but nothing that's out of place.
Okay.
The ones who are having whispered conversations are getting dirty looks from the ones who are trying to pay attention to the show. You know.
Yeah.
Good thing we have a group chat. But
Yeah.
in the group chat, like, what's the plan? Because if he waited until the very last moment to show up, chances are he will probably leave quickly before lights come back up.
Right.
Are we going to do anything about that? Or...
Do we want to try to keep him here? I can go be outside the box and see if I appeal to him at all. I don't know.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Which person are we talking about? Because there's the skinny person who's suspect, and there's the person we're supposed to be looking into.
The skinny person. I'm looking to see if I look like a vampire snack.
Okay. That's different. I thought you were trying to say that we should like accost the person who we're investigating.
No,
like, that's
because
not the same.
no. Like he was last to show up, so Ms. is saying maybe he'll be the first to go. So if I'm in the vicinity of the box,
yeah.
Well, Greth is up there nearby. He's willing to at least watch the guy, just to see if what he does when he leaves and keep an eye on him.
I mean, Alaina's willing to watch the guy too.
Yeah, right. Miz volunteers.
He's very pretty. He's worth watching.
Apparently they all are, so.
They are.
But if one of you wants to be the thirst trap, you're welcome to it.
to be the thirst trap.
Greth would be lost very quickly.
My 47 charisma, I'll go stand outside. 22.
Right.
It's not. It's decent.
So, Morwen, are you? Pardon me. You're way out of the theater right now.
Yes.
You get a lot of dirty looks.
Didn't even
They
wait
don't-
permission. Rude.
They don't care.
They don't care. Fucking shove them out of the way.
Cool. All right, you're gonna go and stand behind the box.
Like over here? Where's the door to the box? Like here?
It's like a curtain.
Okay.
Yeah, the fact that you said it was unlocked, I'm like, aren't they all unlocked?
Oh yeah, sorry. No, it's a curtain. You can't lock a curtain. You can trap a curtain, I suppose, but I didn't think of that.
Curtain of smothering.
So Morwen is, up there.
Yep.
Greth is hanging out there. What are the rest of you doing?
I mean, Harper wouldn't know that Harper probably wouldn't know that anyone else was leaving because they can't. They're not aware of Morwen. Yeah, but they wouldn't know that Morwen is moved unless you told them.
No, I would say in the group chat what I was doing.
Yeah. So you're in the group chat still, even when you're.
Yeah. But in regards to their own body, they don't know who's around them.
No.
Yeah, I'll stay with Harper for that.
Cool.
So
Alaina,
I'm getting it is that they're deaf
you're
and
hanging
blind.
in the music box.
How long do the potions of resistance last? Are they like an hour?
The game.
I got one. I'm taking.
Yeah. It's just easier to do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just sort of watching from my different vantage point to see if I notice anything abnormal. I'm not really focusing on the crowd of observers based on the fact that I know what to expect from them. I'm kind of watching the box, looking to see if that guy shows up who we're supposed to actually be looking for, and sort of just watching for any unexpected, I guess listening for unexpected moments on stage. You kind of hear them more than you see them most of the time.
Okay, make a perception check for me.
That I can... Wow, I'm gonna have to burn... I can't believe I'm burning all my luck points on fucking skill checks.
You realize that
you have Twitch inspiration.
And
then I'll do that.
Griffin, you also have the man knows thing where you get an automatic 10 on your die.
Once.
I will say that. But
yeah.
I did roll a 10 on this, so it would have broken even. But yeah, my second roll is a 16.
Okay.
But I rolled a 1, and that definitely did not... I could not have that be the case.
These are extremely talented performers, so it's difficult to see if everything's going to plan or if they're just rolling with it in an extremely professional way.
If you don't know the play, it's hard to know.
Yeah.
No, but that does feel normal in any case, so that's good.
Yeah. Correct. All right.
Yeah.
Intermission time. There is a break in the story. It is very dramatic. The princess in the pink dress has been stolen by the Ogre King, and the knights are all wounded, and everything looks terrible, and bad things are happening. The curtain comes down.
Okay.
You hear a voice. It's Marianne's voice. She says, "Patrons of the Theatre of Ambis, we're going to take a short break. Please get yourselves refreshments from our refreshment stands. Be back in 10 minutes. We will be starting whether you are there or not." And the lights come up.
As the announcement's happening right before the lights come up, I would like to cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna kind of like sit still and watch that box up top from my vantage point and see if they bother to engage with any of that intermission nonsense. But I'm locked in. At most, I might try to approach and use detect thoughts, but right now I'm just holding position.
Okay. Nothing happens at first, and then Morwen, you see a man come up the stairs who looks like the man that the lady showed you, Storm Mathiesen. He's clearly heading to the box. Let me find him. Please hold. For Storm.
Storm.
So he is coming up these stairs. And, oh shit, I made him weird.
Really tall.
Real tall.
He kind of nods at you in greeting, like he acknowledges you're there, but then he goes into the box. Are you doing anything?
I'm not fishing for him, no.
Cool. Yeah, so he heads into the box where he basically just bends down. Evie will pick up, it's a general kind of, how are you enjoying the show? Do you have everything you need kind of conversation. Marcel is he's polite but not friendly. He's very like, yes, you've done a good job. No, we have everything we need at this time, thank you. It's Storm's attitude is quite like diffident and like he's eager to please, and Marcel is very clearly the one with all the power in the room. And after a bit of that, Storm, like he'll be there for 5-10 minutes, like the length, just before the end of intermission, he'll leave again. But it's very much just to like check in. Are we good? How's everything going? Do you have everything you need? Kind of thing. And then he leaves again. Alaina.
Are you transmitting what you're observing to group chat?
Harper. Yeah.
Then I'm going to respond being like, which is he going downstairs? Is he going up into the mezzanine seating? Like, which direction is he going when he leaves? Because I want to try to intercept.
He goes back downstairs, like he's heading backstage again.
Okay. I am going to drop my invisibility and burn that fucking spell slot. But I am going to exit and head to try to basically intercept him down in the common area.
Do you want me to follow him as well? Just be kind of behind him?
I have no reason not to.
All right, I'll do that then, just in case you need help or distraction.
You stopping him because he's gonna head like down this passage backstage again, unless you stop him.
So I'm just gonna be like, I'll call out his name and just be like, "Hey," as if we know each other, and hope that he just kind of like has that polite nature where he plays along.
He's going to turn and look at you and go, "Hello."
Oh, this is such a great performance. You folks have done so well with this. It's been so long.
Thank you. I'm afraid you have the better of me. I do not know who you are. Have we met?
Oh, I won't take it personally. We briefly through some friends, but no, my name's Alaina. I had the pleasure of your acquaintance. Don't remember which previous iteration of performance it was at, unfortunately. It's escaping me at the moment. But you seem, well, this seems to be great. The place is packed, like everything's going fantastically.
It is, yes. Thank you. And he turns to go again.
How are you feeling?
I am, well, I am in the middle of a show. I need to get backstage again.
Oh, are you performing in this?
No, but I direct it, so I'm required.
That's fair. I apologize. I will stop distracting you.
Thank you. Please enjoy the second act. It's delightful. Keep an eye out for the giant lizard monster. I'm very proud of it.
I look forward to it, and hopefully I can catch you afterwards, and I can, we can talk further about how you've executed whatever impressed about it I am. And I turn and go before he's bothered to be annoyed with me further.
Oh, he is going backstage. Greth, are you following?
I would just look to Alaina to see if she wants me to.
Yeah, I nod.
To follow him? All right, then I do as discreetly as I can.
Stealth
in the group
check.
chat, I'll be like, oh, nice. In the group chat, I'm just sort of like, he's the correct normal amount of annoyed and impatient that I expect, despite that detour he took to be catering to that guy. But yeah, I don't sense anything strange.
Okay.
Stealth, Greth?
So I have advantage. I got to roll twice. 21.
Nice.
He does not appear to notice you. I guess he is very focused on where he's going. So he heads backstage, and is in this area, which I will now show to you. Wait. It appears to be just a general backstage sort of space. And then there is where the curtain is. So he pops in there, checks in with all the actors and stuff, and then heads around the back to the curtain area. I don't have tokens for all the actors. Deal with it.
That's fine.
How dare you?
I know, right? That place is full of people, all in lots of makeup.
Greth will just not. He just pulls the cloak further in and just stays out of everyone's way.
Cool. They're all very busy and not paying attention.
As you're thinking back there mentally, I just transmit him if anyone gives you a second look, just mumble as if you're practicing lines. I promise it'll pass you through.
What would Greth say? That would be awesome.
He would cite old monastic, kind of chanting, but try to make it sound dramatic.
Perfect.
So it just sounds like these weird, profound fortune cookie sayings over and over again.
Is Greth still Winnie the Poohing with half a outfit or something?
Oh god.
There's an illusion over it that makes it look like it's still intact, but no, he still has his.
In a land where we have magic clothes, Greth is still wearing the shitty robes that got burnt in the lava months ago.
He has clothes on. He has clothes on under it. He still likes to wear his robe, and his sister went through a lot of trouble to put an illusionary spell over it so that it can look normal again.
I just very much love that I immediately knew and translated and was aghast at the term Winnie the Poohing.
It's been tossed around in Discord recently, so it's fresh at the tip of my tongue.
Let's move this along.
It's more of a loincloth. It still exists. He's not just pantsless. Well,
you hear Marianne's voice once again come over the thaumaturgy loudspeaker. She says, patrons of the Theatre of Ambis, please take your seats for the second half of the Knights of Elazar. And then, a minute later, the lights start to dim, the curtains open, and the second act begins. And there is, in fact, a large lizard fight that looks quite a bit like a T-Rex, for those of you who have seen one, but not quite a T-Rex, just like someone had vaguely heard about a T-Rex and then built something like it out of cardboard. That's kind of what it looks like.
Oh boy. I can't see it from where I'm at to be
Can't see it either.
No.
Zoology is fun.
Ms. and Ardbeg and Alaina all have the joy of watching this.
Enjoying.
Is Ms. giving us the play-by-play of what it looks like?
If I am, it is
not
accurate.
Yay! We're back!
I mean, with Alaina, there's definitely a sense of oh yeah, I definitely he's right. That is a great. They did a great job on that. That's about your response.
You got a huzzah. Oh no! Well, we lost Griffin. What the hell, man? Okay.
It went right to his head. Is that for me?
Can someone give me a thumbs up if you can hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Not for that.
You're a bit laggy, but we can hear you.
Yeah.
All right. So, is anyone? What are people doing during the second half of this play?
Greth's gonna.
Ardbeg, you have been engrossed in this story. It is astonishing. Everybody else has been sneaking around. Ardbeg's just sitting there staring at the stage. He's into it.
Yep.
The T-Rex is subpar, just so you know.
It is. For someone who's actually been bitten by one twice.
Yeah, it looks like one of those taxidermied medieval creatures that they kind of didn't put back together, right?
Yep.
Oh god.
Yep. Anyway, Greth, what are you doing backstage? Are you just chilling?
I'm just watching the director like a hawk, and I'm probably gonna now quaff my potion just because I'm alone and bored.
He's doing standard things, you know. He's yelling at the stage manager. We need those knives now. It's okay. You've got this. Just remember. Imagine your inner princess. And she's like, oh, but Storm, it's so difficult. This dress just doesn't, I'm not feeling it. You know, the usual backstage theatre nonsense.
Diva stuff.
We just
Let's
take
do
a
it.
pause to like praise Matthew for the use of the word quaff.
Is that weird?
It's
I
so
haven't
weird.
heard it in a while. Very well used.
The second half of the play continues.
That's theater.
Nothing really changes in the theatre. Marcel is still watching with great interest. Unless someone has something else they want to do during the second act, we can just to the end
I'm
of
back
it.
in the orchestral pit, so I'm just sort of watching again.
Cool.
Yeah, Greth is asking what's happening in the play. This is his first one ever.
And he's missing half of it. It's very exciting. They chase the princess to the king of the ogres. He unleashes his giant lizard monsters on them. They nearly get killed by the giant lizard monsters, but fortunately, at the last possible moment, one of the knights manages to stab it in the head, and they save the day, save the princess. The princess marries the most important knight. Everyone lives happily ever after. The end! Tumultuous applause! The curtain comes down. The actors all come out for their bows, and as that happens, Marcel starts to leave his box.
Aha.
And I think, actually, since timing is a thing, we might take a little break just then.
Aha.
As Marcel leaves his box at the end of the play, and Morwen shows off her neck, I assume. Alright, we will take a break and pick up there.
Rat should move the hair.
Just bend and snap, you know, I'm gonna do my best, Jean-Luc.
Best Jean-Luc.
Yes.
Alright, folks, we are going to draw our Candle of the Deep and see who wins it. If you are watching, stick around because we're trying a new thing for our giveaway today. Adam is going to do some marble races to determine who is going to win our giveaway. Kyle, Jean-Luc has won the Candle of the Deep.
That's fitting. Our theater boy won it on the theater time.
Will, do you want to talk about our giveaway if your thing stops lagging enough for you to do so?
So the giveaway, anyone who's in the Discord will be familiar with my little style of artwork that I've developed doing swords and amulets and things like that. So the giveaway this week is a commissioned piece of one of those. Whoever wins it can pick an item of theirs and I'll illustrate it in my style.
Amazing.
Awesome.
If you haven't seen them, if you're not on our Discord, you should definitely pop into our Discord. They are super cool.
Amazing.
Will also designed our stats blocks that are below my face right now. So he's awesome. Yes. So Adam will be doing that in a marble race during the break. Don't go anywhere. Hang around for that, and we will be back in 10 minutes or so to pick this up and see if Morwen gets eaten. Have a beautiful 10 minutes. Hello, humans of the internet. You're a bunch of idiots.
But you love us, Jax.
I do. But still. Alright, so, you are in the Theatre of Ambis. I don't have to remember to do the giveaway because it just happened. And Leslie, you won some stuff from Will. So fuck it.
I don't remember what we're doing.
You are at a theatre. You have just watched the amazing performance of the Knights of Elazar. It has ended. The lights have gone down, and
The days ago was always
Marcel
much better.
has just stepped out of the box and seen Morwen. With his, he has a woman on each arm and a very attractive-looking man just behind him.
And a thirst trap right in front.
Yeah.
He will glance at you, and then walk down the stairs unless you say something.
I
Are
believe
you
in you.
saying something?
Yeah. Just like bored, but then see him and go, oh, aren't you a tasty little snack?
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh, how dare you!
That was terrible.
I
You had the
assume
whole
I can
bunch
hear
together.
this because Evie's still in the box.
17.
17. Please hold.
Should have asked if he had any fae in him.
I should not have left it to the last second. I should have been writing something during that break. But I didn't.
Okay. He kind of looks quizzically at you, and he goes, "My dear, I believe you would be the snack," and proceeds to walk past like he's
Oh wow,
not.
he's going full
You
Hannibal Lecter.
glitched. I didn't hear it. It got frozen for a second. What did he say?
I believe you would be the snack.
Yeah, full Hannibal Lecter. Just going straight for the puns.
Yep.
That works for me.
He's walking away.
Your loss, honey. And I'll just sit there bored. Like, I gave it a shot. It didn't work. That's cool.
The dumb, attractive boy kind of turns and gives you a look like, who the fuck are you? Kind of look. And they walk down the stairs and, interestingly, go backstage.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh, fun.
They're
That's so
heading
good.
back
We already got an agent there. That's cool.
Yeah, you might want to let him know.
Yeah.
I hope I'm hearing this because I'm.
Yeah,
I'm
heading-
Everyone, yeah.
Heading your way, Greth.
I imagine the rest of us start making our way there as well.
Make it away.
So that I don't completely mess up all your plans, although I was tempted. This is not a Shakespeare. You haven't been sitting here for 4 hours.
Yeah.
So your group chat is probably still active for another hour.
Okay.
That's very generous.
It is, right? Because
It could have been super.
Yes.
I mean, our intermission was already insane. So where is the band going during breakdown? Like, are they mingling with the audience? Are they going backstage? I'm gonna try to blend in with them.
they seem to just be hanging out for now. Like, he left as the last curtain came down. So
Gotcha.
as he moves back around, they're coming out for their encores and their bows and all that jazz is going on while this guy is leaving. Like,
Gotcha.
he clearly is leaving before the rush.
You did mention that before. I just forgot.
Yeah.
You're right.
All right, I'll come downstairs.
Yeah, Greth will stay and try and watch both of them as carefully as he can, even though they have an entourage now.
So it seems to be a very end of the show conversation. That seemed to go well. Well done. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. That kind of thing. It's not particularly
Maniacal.
yes.
Yet. So
it's all very what you would expect, really.
I'm gonna just casually make my way back there.
Make a stealth check, Morwen, if you're sneaking. Are you sneaking?
Oh Jesus!
You could
Are
just
you
go full
sneaking?
groupie. You don't have to sneak. You can just be awkward.
You are stopped by
Already been awkward.
a tall, skinny elven boy man who stops you. He's holding a clipboard and he's like, I'm sorry, you don't belong here, do you? I've never seen you before.
Storm is expecting me though.
I really doubt that. I understand you saw the show, you're very excited about it, this happens all the time, but can you just wait outside with the rest of the audience, please?
I'd rather not.
I don't really care
That was not how you
what you would rather do.
Morwen can persuade, Kit cannot.
I'm afraid you're going to have to wait with the rest of the audience. This is clearly not this guy's first rodeo.
Right, yeah.
I would like to cast invisibility on myself and make my way up the stage just to be...
Like, onto the stage?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Just to be closer in case things start happening.
Cool.
Where does the guy stop me? How far do I get?
Listening up.
I would say he probably stops you where you are. Like, as you're getting into the main sort of area.
Alright.
As soon as Miz turns herself invisible, I will cast See Invisibility on myself, so that
Are you not
someone
still
has
looking
track of
through
it.
Evie?
No, once Evie left the box,
Okay.
would have left it. Once the dude left the box, because there's no reason for her to stay there.
Sweet, that's fine then. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right.
I'm just putting this in the chat. Like, do you want me to? This guy won't see me coming. Do you want me to pull away from these guys and knock him out, or at least disorient him for a little bit so he can get by? Or do you have another plan? I need to know if you want me to lose eyes on this guy. I can try and do it quick, but
I don't think we need him knocked out. I think you just, stay hidden and watch.
All right.
Keep talking
Now,
about-
Updated.
that's the guy who's blocking you. Actually, the stage.
No.
I could stun him real quick, just for a few seconds till we get through.
I was thinking of just Misty stepping when he's not looking.
But fair enough. I didn't know if you had a plan, so I'm just offering it.
Yeah. But Misty Step has a new effect now that I'm summer, so I wanted to wait and make it effective because it only happens once.
Moments where I should be somewhere else so I could be useful.
Always
Visible on the stage. Alaina is sitting in the music thing, pretending to be an art critic right now.
Yes.
Morwen is failing to charm the bouncer / stage manager.
Yeah.
Harper is still sitting in the audience. Greth is backstage. Ardbeg is just sitting there, completely entranced by this brand new experience of theatre that he has recently discovered.
I do have a little notebook that I've been taking vague, unspecific notes into, and I eventually, once the audience has let out, the stage bowing has stopped, I will try to enter backstage on the other side.
Okay.
This side?
Like around the back? Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, like over the next 10-15 minutes, the audience leaves the building gradually. There's a lot of milling about. Storm does come out for a short while, just into the foyer area. A couple of the actors do as well. Some of the more protagonisty ones. The princess, the one who was playing the princess in the pink chiffon dress, definitely comes out, and she's soireeing around, being given piles of roses, and just generally doing the diva thing. I don't know if Marcel stays backstage.
Okay.
While all this is going on. Yeah.
Is he watching, or is he not paying attention, or?
He talks to some of the actors. General compliments. It's very... Make an insight check for me.
Oh, wait. I shall. See. Oh, I rolled real bad. 12. You know what? I'll burn a point and do another one.
Okay.
28.
Okay. He is clearly making a show of complimenting people in just the right way. He knows everybody's names. He's very adept at what he's doing, but it feels slightly insincere.
Formative, a little bit, yeah.
It is very performative. It's very much like he's giving the impression of being an extremely interested patron of the theatre, but you do get the sense that it's not entirely sincere.
And I guess I'm gonna tell everyone. I think I think the performance isn't the only performers aren't the only people acting right now. He seems to be pretending to care about this stuff, but something in his eyes says he's just putting on a show for them.
Hopefully, if I can get back there in a second, that fits perfectly into what my plan is. So.
Yeah, I try and give them as much insight as I can into what he's doing.
Cool.
Okay. In the group chat.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say in the group chat, I'm gonna say, does anybody have a plan? Does anybody need anything put in place?
I'm planning on going backstage. I've been sitting with the orchestra pretending to be part of a basically observational interview sort of thing. I'm going to go backstage and pretend to interview some people, including this vampire weirdo.
Okay.
If I see Alaina going, I'm going to trail her, not like super closely, but...
I mean, if nothing else, I'm banking sort of on the fact that I got a tour earlier, so hopefully it should not be as weird for people to see me back there again.
Well, I'm invisible, so I'm just trailing.
Oh yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just giving you some
cool.
of the backstage because it's all just backstagey here, for the most part. Lots of props and costumes and whatever.
I'm a prop.
You do. Congrats. Okay, so, Alaina. So you're going more for the I belong here approach.
Yes.
Make a performance check for me, please.
Oh, cool. Now we're back in my wheelhouse.
Is there any people in the auditorium bit where Harper and Ardbeg currently are, or is that all
I would
cleared
say
up?
there are still a couple of people lingering. People who were there more to be seen than to watch the show, you know. Chatting, oh, Isabel, I haven't seen you in an age, etc.
Do any of them look like they're currently looking at us?
Make a perception check. What was your performance, Griffin?
19.
Okay. Yep, so you managed to get in. Nobody really stops you. You look like you belong there. You seem like the sort who belongs backstage at a theatre.
I got
18.
24.
You got a how much?
24.
And Harper?
18.
No one really seems to be paying attention to you. They don't have any indication that you are important people by their standards, so they don't give a shit. These are the sorts of people who are very much just like, you know, they're there to see their friends and have a chat and gossip about Isabel's second husband falling out a window.
No one's directly looking at us. So I'll turn to Ardbeg and say, should we follow in Mrs. footsteps?
Sounds like a plan to me.
I will cast invisibility at 3rd level on both of us.
Sick.
I can actually still see Miz. And I can see Ardbeg.
I was like, Ardbeg doesn't know what my footsteps are because he can't see.
Yeah, I was gonna say he can't see. He's gonna trust Harper.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna work my way through the back of house, just sort of like, as I see different performers, be like, oh, if you have, go get out of makeup first. Don't let me interrupt you. But like, if you have 5 minutes later, I'm gonna want a couple quotes for what I'm working on, and just blow past and just sort of like work my way across. I'm either looking for Storm or Vampire Guy.
All right, so Storm is out front at the moment, dealing with the punters.
That's what I'm looking for. Cool.
Yeah, he's you know, shaking hands and thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Please come watch our next one on blah. The Knights of Elazar Harder.
Knights of Elazar 2, the Elazar and the Furious.
Yeah, exactly.
Morwen's making notes for book titles,
Morwen's next book.
Yep, Elazar Harder.
Oh. Somebody has an angry dog.
He's doing all that stuff. Marcel is just chilling backstage. He is not. He's showing interest in people, but in a very kind of reserved, elegant way.
Nice. Well, I will sort of take note of him for a moment, long enough for him to notice me noticing before I check in with like 2 or 3 other people. Then I'll make my way over and just sort of. Oh, you weren't part of the performance. I vaguely remember seeing you up in one of the boxes. Are you? What's your role in all this?
Hey, Matt, your dog got inspiration.
Of course.
That's extra treats. That's what that is.
I am a fan of our esteemed director.
I mean, fans don't often get backstage access so freely. There's got to be something more. Are you investing in the show? Have you
support his creative endeavors.
Ah. Are you a consultant in the industry? Because I am sort of reporting back to other interested parties.
No. I am simply an appreciator of good art.
Again, it doesn't normally get you such clean backstage access, especially with guests. But that's, I mean, you must be very supportive. That's wonderful to know.
I am indeed very supportive.
Fantastic. Well, my name's Alaina. I might pick your brain in a few minutes, but I'm just going to keep doing my walk around. I want to make sure I get some quotes from the cast before I, distract myself. But if you have a minute after, and I just kind of cut myself off, before, I don't even wait for an answer.
Okay, I see how this is. Very good. One of the women hanging off him like an accessory goes, rude.
And then I go talk to the person who created the actual prosthetic or the practical effects for the giant lizard moment.
Of course he is. He is a gnome, and he is very keen to tell you the exact dimensions of every part of this lizard, and exactly how he built it, and how long it took, and which materials he used, and how he was going to go with something else, but then he just, how it is.
Yeah. Everyone know I walked into a trap, but I've set up some bait that I might be able to abuse. I just need a few more minutes.
What are the rest of you doing?
Would it be worth it? In the group chat, it's like, would it be worth it to try and detect magic to see what they have since you're back there?
I forgot I still had that wand. Yes, I should do that next. That is definitely a good idea. I will have to stealthily, as I finish with the gnome, I will cast detect magic again before I turn back. But I'll let the group chat do the thing while I'm still talking to the gnome in case anyone else has any chatter.
Be told. I don't think you pick anything in particular up.
Oh.
From him, specifically, that's what you're doing?
Yeah, or I mean him and his companions, obviously, but like,
No.
yeah, him... Yeah.
They don't seem to have anything on them that is particular. But there's also, it's like magic noisy here. There's still loads of prestidigitation, especially all the people taking makeup off. They want to get to the party, so they're swapping their stage makeup for party makeup.
As is the way.
There's a lot of stuff happening. A lot of the light is magic. Like the frickin' dinosaur has magical components to it to help it move.
Cool. Yeah, so I just sort of report back that nothing jumps out of the ordinary again, but eventually I make my way back over to him. I'm like, no, at this point I really just need to talk to Storm otherwise, but I can chat with you until then. Marianne is nice enough to walk me around.
Before we get to that, what is everyone else doing?
Yeah, please.
Greth is watching.
Ardbeg?
I'm looking at the T-Rex.
That's
Love it.
It is not realistic. It definitely does not measure up to the real thing.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Morwen resisting the urge to polymorph right now.
All I imagine is that an invisible voice, the gnome over here, is being like, those teeth are too small.
Ardbeg has
showing his scar, yeah.
He's invisible though, so.
The only person that sees that is Harper.
I'm just gonna move back.
Ardbeg resisting the urge to write twat on the T-Rex.
Greth has no idea.
The urge.
Oh, that's perfect.
Okay, so after the people mostly dissipate, everybody leaves. There are a few like kind of ushers and janitor type people sort of cleaning up the main sort of theater area. The musicians have got up and shuffled off backstage. Most of the actors have dissipated, although there are one or two hanging around. And Storm comes backstage again and finds Marcel, and he's like, well, that went very well. I'm very pleased. And Marcel goes, it was pretty good. Where is your wife tonight, dear? And Storm goes, I think she's gone home now. So yeah, Marianne has also left. We'll take her off. And he goes, excellent. Well, thank you for a delightful show once again. And Storm goes, yes, I'm very pleased that you enjoyed it. The next one will be just as good, I promise. And he goes, yes, I certainly hope so. Alaina, what are you doing?
I'm gonna... Oh god, that's so much to work with here. I'll first stop and turn to Storm and be like, hi, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but...
What? Who are you?
My name's Alaina. I'm actually writing up some reviews and information to share with some of the other neighboring areas. I act as a diplomat in a lot of areas, and this is sort of a private interest, but a fantastic show. Your wife was nice enough to give me a tour of backstage earlier. I've had a nice time talking to your creative supporter, investor, patron, and as I'm gesturing at the vampire.
He's deliberately not correcting you. He's just like, yes, and?
Oh no, I mean, I had a moment of your ear earlier. I just wanted to know, like, you obviously think the show went well, and so does your supporter. That's wonderful. Do you have any, like, highlights? Can I get a quote from you for, like, enticing other people to come see it?
Oh, yes, of course. The Knights of Elazar is a delightful, frolic through the gothic stories of the great and sometimes misadventurous group of fighters. Come and see the show. How's that?
That's a great start. I'll definitely have a pass to clean that up, but that is a great starting point. I'll make it a little more pithy. But no, that's wonderful. If there's anything else I can do to help, please let me know. But I love the show. I would love more people to see it, obviously. And in the circles I travel with, that could lead to other investments for future shows. Just throwing that out
Excellent.
there.
In the group chat, Alaina will hear, is there any magic on Storm?
Oh yeah, I guess that would still be active. But would I sense anything?
He... No, not really.
And, okay, so I'll end with and is your wife still here? She was nice enough to give me a tour earlier. I would love to thank her before I have to go.
No, she's gone home for the night.
Oh. Well, without saying goodbye, that seems uncharacteristic.
Well, I guess she had a busy night and was tired. I'm sure she didn't mean to be rude.
No, I obviously would never take that personally.
That seems wise.
Of course.
Well, perhaps you should be on your way too.
And then just transmitting, I'm like, I can't tell if just rude and impatient or actually fucking jerk.
Some would call him A and some would call him B.
Chris is like, why not both?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll just politely be like, okay, well, there's still a few more people I want to catch and chat with beforehand in terms of like staff and what have you. But I'll get out of your way. You two seem like you have something to catch up on. I apologize for interrupting. Lovely to meet you both, and I'm sure your friends are lovely. I'm sorry I almost met them but failed to, and I sort of drift away from the group.
Okay, Greth, can you make a perception check for me, please?
I can. See here.
Yeah, I'm not picking up anything blatant. This is such a weird fucking session.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's see. Perception 21.
You notice underneath the doors of these rooms that are closed, that you haven't seen inside, what looks like mist creeping out underneath the doors. Just in little tendrils. Alaina, where are you going?
I was going to circle back towards the other end of backstage, so still within line of sight, but like back over to this side, essentially to the right on the map.
Okay. You and Harper, can you also make a perception check for me, please?
Surely. Ooh, solid 21.
Same on the other side. There are tendrils of mist. Harper, you're looking in the other direction. Tendrils of mist appearing underneath the doors. Just little.
Anyone else getting this?
Yes.
I don't think I can see it from where I'm at.
Have we seen anyone else coming or going from those rooms like that? We've never seen those doors open, correct?
Nope.
And I've been here a while. I haven't seen any activity coming from them for the entire second and third act.
Correct. There was only one. It was 2 acts, but yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Greth, do you want to do me a solid?
Yeah.
I'm going to make my way over to one of the doors that Mist is coming out from under, and I would like Greth to alert a panic about the fact that he senses smoke. I know it's a faux pas to shout fire in a theater, but I feel like this is the moment.
It's only a faux pas to shout fire in a crowded theater.
Yeah.
Ah.
How many people would you like me to hear me say this? I can make sure everyone within
How loud?
I have an ability to make sure everyone within 400 feet can hear me very clearly without being too loud.
Nice.
Yell it. Go. Do it. Bring out all the attention your way, all the way from me.
All right. Greth will burn another key point to take the astral visage, and then with his enhanced voice, announce that there is a large quantity of smoke coming from several rooms on this side. In a very concerned voice, kind of like one of those people who's trying to give a message to everyone, but is very, very concerned, but is trying not to panic. It has that kind of tone to it.
Make a performance check for me, please.
You got it. All right. Oh, great. Oh, 7.
Cool. As you shout this, one of the women that has been clinging to Storm, he gives her a look, and she rolls her eyes and comes around here and looks at you and goes, I don't think you should be here. And she is going to leap at you.
Oh.
Yep.
And
try to bite you. And then we're going to roll some initiative and see what happens.
This is more my speed.
Is the guy still blocking my way there, or did he stay there to keep me from going in further?
He would have heard that too.
He would have, yes. Yeah. So maybe he came out to investigate. We'll just pop him here for you. Hang on, I've got to check I have the right people in the right places. Please hold for 1 hot second.
So do I.
Oh my gosh, initiative is...
You wanted focus over here. You
I am very pleased. I have my thieves' tool belt. I'm ready to open these other doors while you guys are dealing with this nonsense.
She is going to try to bite you. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Good news. My dice, apparently it wasn't just performance anxiety from having to roll on screen. Because that was a whopping 10.
Yeah, no.
Then she's going to claw you with her claw since she failed to bite you, which was better. That's a 22.
That'll make contact.
Excellent. Claws.
I don't think my hissing is getting picked up on mic.
Points of slashing damage.
How many?
6.
All right.
Not a lot.
No.
Cool. So.
My
I need
God,
to also roll. Please hold for rolling of things.
So we're taking down the vampire, leaving Storm alone? In psychic chat?
Yeah, psychic chat. Just like one of his entourage is biting and clawing at me like a vampire. One might say.
If you knock Storm out, as long as he lives, I think it's fine.
For Ardbeg, your first attack will have advantage because you will be invisible until that point.
Oh my God! Why do my dice hate me? Why?
Unless I drop concentration beforehand, but I don't think I'm going before you.
I've
you're probably all going before everywhere. Oh, there we go. That's better.
Nope, I doubt that.
Cool.
Sincerely doubt that.
All right, so let me just pop these people out. I didn't have nice human versions of them, so I hid them. On the off chance you didn't figure out they were vampires right away. And then we will do... what am I doing? So there's another woman on his arm. Cool. pretty until they stop looking pretty. All right, what have we got? Over 20.
10.
26.
Oops, sorry.
20 what?
6.
Okay, go Ardbeg.
That's my little buff on Seeker that gave me that
Oh
extra
yes,
4.
nice.
It was a good roll anyway, but belting.
Anyone else? Cool. This music is amazing. Alrighty, how about... Please hold for... Over 15.
19.
17.
What's your dex, small one?
Oh, it just went up. Wait, look. My dex is now 16.
Okay. That's there was someone else over 15. Alaina?
17.
What did you have? 17. Cool. Over 10.
I have 10.
Cool. Maybe I didn't roll so badly after all.
I rolled that.
Also, turns out vampires are really fucking fast. That's awesome. So, there's the 10. Nobody else between 10 and 15? Oh, goody. This is gonna be great.
Did you get your message, Will?
Greth. Okay.
I can't see.
So, a message from Wasitum. Ardbeg, don't forget the seminar.
Sorry.
I think we're well past that.
You used all your peaceful solutions last night when he bared out.
So, I need Harper and Ms.
9.
6.
9. What is your dex, Ms. Harper? Sorry?
My dex is 14. It is a +2.
Okay. And Ms. was 7?
6.
6.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's nice and mixed up. Excellent. Okay. Vic. I don't know if Greth, did you say something when you got bitten by this lady?
No, I just said one of his entourage is definitely a vampire.
Cool. Ardbeg, you are looking at the T-Rex and you hear this. What are you doing?
You know what? I'm gonna something stuck in my head from Wasitum, so I'm just gonna observe this first round until I see somebody fucking violent.
I'm gonna make sure they're baddies.
Make sure they deserve to die.
Cool. In that case,
Fucking werebears.
Alaina, where did you go?
I mean, the construction of the T-Rex should tell you all you need to know.
I am. Wait, where
Yeah,
did
no,
I
I see you. I see you.
You're
I see
by the door, no? Right here?
You went,
Oh, I'm
you
by
went
the door.
to
I'm by the door.
investigate the mist. Alright, this guy is going to just step up next to Marcel and hold an action for if anyone attacks Marcel.
There. Wait, do you need my roll? It's.
Which roll?
Sorry, you were checking. Oh, alright, never mind. I'm babbling. Sorry.
Okay, cool. It is now Marcel's turn. He is going to attempt... Hang on. Only person he can see is Alaina. I don't know if he can get to you. No. Alright.
If you want to try to blindside some poor person opening a door.
Opening his mist doors.
I mean, he has a good reason. Let's be honest.
This is so annoying because he's got no reason to do anything except stand there. He's gonna just stand there. Morwen!
So, knowing Greth is in trouble, she's gonna rush in and push this guy out of the way. with her
Okay.
little arms.
You're gonna need to make a strength, because he is still.
Yep.
As soon as you appear, yep.
Yep.
Contested strength thingy thing.
That's a 7.
Oof, well, hang on. Which one?
It's
which one
actual strength.
Mine was also a 7.
Bum, bum.
Rollies.
Let's go, rollies.
Rollies.
13.
9.
You cannot push past him. He stops you.
She's consistent. Okay, so can I get this far and be able to see
Yes,
Greth?
I would say yes.
Firebolt. Bam.
On the one attacking Greth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Hopefully not Greth.
Okay, that's a natural 1, so I'm going to use my Mad Nose boon to make it a 23. And...
Wait, what?
Well, because I'm a plus 13 to my
Okay.
attack, and I'm from a 10.
So 10. All right. Yep.
Yeah, so that is 12, 20, 30, 43 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Don't
Okay.
fuck with my gnome, with my monk there. And yeah, that works so good. Let's do another one. Bonus action. Yeah. Okay, that's a 29 to hit.
I mean, yes, that hits. In case you were waiting for my confirmation.
Counting. 23, 24, 29 more fire damage.
Cool. She is extremely burnt. It's a bad time.
Okay.
All right. Alaina, you're up.
I rolled a 24 on my sleight of hand check to try to get that door open. If
Yeah, it's not locked.
If it's
It's
oh,
not
son of
locked.
a- what a waste of a roll.
So you can just open it. It appears to be a toilet.
Did
It is-
Greth say vampire? Did he put that out in
I
the...
did say vampire.
Okay. So...
Wait.
The whole floor of this toilet is full of mist, and it seems to be rising.
Is there any indication of where it's coming from or what's causing it?
Nope.
Was there a lot of weird food being served?
Thank you. I mean, I guess... Can I do a second door open as a bonus action?
I'll allow it.
I'll just use my movement, go down here, and try the next door. Just
Yeah, I
This
wouldn't use that bathroom.
Seems to be some kind of costume room. Same thing, mist rising.
I'll just transmit that and be vaguely confused for the moment. But I'll use
Cool.
the rest of my movement to go down to the next door and get ready, because I want to be thorough before I give up and start murdering anyone for no reason that I can't tell anymore.
Okay.
This is very confusing.
At least it's not suspicious.
Vampires are attacking me was in the chat, but okay.
No, I mean, but I'm very far away from that. I'm hoping to
Yeah.
learn something from this mist, and I'm failing to.
And you're
That
not helping
guy-
yourself.
That Morwen tried to push aside is going to grow some teeth and attempt to bite Morwen.
I mean,
To
I think
start
the
with.
colloquial term is to grow back.
Oh.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see.
25.
That'll hit.
All right. I need you to make a charisma saving throw. Unless. Oh wait, no, you're immune to charm. at
Immune to
that time.
charm right now, yep.
Ah.
So you take a whopping 5 points of piercing damage, and an additional. That's cocked. 7 points of necrotic damage.
So 12 altogether.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not
And
immune.
then you what?
I'm immune to psychic, so I was just looking to see what.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So he obviously feels that the charm bounces off, so
Yeah.
he's then gonna stab you twice with the rapier on his side.
Okay.
That is a 26.
Yep.
Uh, 11 piercing, and the second one, wow, I like that die, is a 25.
Yep.
Another 10 piercing damage.
Okay.
That is him. Where am I? jeez. Okay, this lady attacking Greth is going to try again with the biting.
I know it's not intentional, but every time you say Greth, I hear Griff, and I look up, and I'm like, what? Oh, not me.
Not you. That's a 14.
No.
Claw. Better. 23. Just want to turn someone into a vampire. I assume 23 hits you.
We could have vampires and, werewolves, right?
I'll allow it to hit me this round.
Okay. 10 points of slashing damage.
Fair enough.
From the claws. And now it is your turn, Greth.
Oh, cool. Let me just record my damage here. I'm going to shift right here. And then I'm going to assume my astral form, which means they both have to do dexterity checks for me real quick.
Okay. The lady is not wonderful. She gets a 11.
Not enough.
He gets a lot more than that. He gets a dirty 20.
Okay, he does not take this damage, but she takes 10 points of she takes 10 points of force damage as my bonus action, and my
is all she had left after Morwen's fire. So she goes into ash.
All right, cool. Now I have my astral form up. I'm gonna just start punching this guy until he goes away. So. Okay. Let's begin.
Approach.
Let us begin with the punching.
See how good their AC is. 25.
That hits.
And that's going to be...
He's just a minion after all.
12 points of damage.
Cool.
And himbos.
Is he still up?
Yep.
All right, then we'll continue. A 20 hit.
Yes.
Let me just, all right. Hold on, let me add a little extra to this one. I just what these guys are. And that's going to be 12 plus, only 2 more. 14 more points of damage.
Cool. Force. He is still up, but he looks not as happy as previously.
Cool. One more for the road. 16 hits.
Months, man. 16 does hit, yes.
Cool. 9 points of force damage.
Oh. Ow!
Don't just go stabbing people, especially my friends. I don't like that.
At this point, the mist is going to attack. So.
That's literally where it came from in this game.
This mist is going to come under this door.
Damn it.
This mist is going to come under this door.
Gotta be quick.
This mist is going to come under this door. And I need everyone... Oh no, I only do it to one of you. So this one's going to hit Morwen. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please, and Greth for the other one.
Is this an undead effect?
It is.
Okay,
is
cool.
it? Hang on. Yes, I assume so. It's an undead thing, so yes, I would say yes.
I'll have advantage for that one.
Unfortunately for Alaina. 1, 2...
I would like to argue,
3.
fortunately, that I could try to, if I see them moving towards me, I can be like, hey, I let you guys out. What are you doing? I'm helping.
You're gonna negotiate with Mist.
Yeah.
I do not negotiate with Mist.
That's such an Alaina thing. Yeah.
Elena's internal mantra is essentially, look, you can't bargain with God, but you can bargain with me and I can bargain with God.
ABN, always be negotiating.
I need 5 of those from you, please.
5 what kind of saves?
Con.
Don't try and grab the phone because you'll probably miss.
Oh, I got a 21.
Coming for you, Ardbeg.
Fine.
21? That saves. Morwen.
13.
How many?
13.
That just saves.
Oh my god.
It's not very high.
Good on you.
I rolled a 2. I was like, ah, come on.
Alaina.
I have a 15, a 14, and a 17.
Those all save.
Whew, thank God for a +4 con.
There should be 2 more. 5 in
Five?
total.
It was. I'm sorry.
You're dancing too early, Griff.
I am, and I feel it now. Hold on, that's a 9. A 9 and a 16, so I guess one of those hurts.
One of them is gonna get you. Alright, so you are going to take...
I thought it was 3. I'm so sad.
5 points of necrotic damage. Your maximum hit points are reduced by 5.
Oh.
No.
That does not change until you long rest.
Got it.
Alright, that's the mist. Harper! Where are you? Oh, there you are. You haven't seen an awful lot of what's going on here.
Well,
but-
I'm still gonna continue with what I was gonna do.
Mhm.
I'm gonna continue with what I was gonna do, which was gonna be to go back up Alaina.
Mhm.
And come around the corner here and see all of these misty things.
Currently surrounded by mist.
Which... Okay. I'm gonna firebolt one, I guess. We'll start with that.
Cool.
That one there. I'm still invisible right now.
If it's
So-
methane, that's gonna be a bad.
Yep.
That is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Alright. And these things are undead, are they?
They are, yes.
Because that's important. So that is 18
Yes.
points of fire damage.
Yep.
And
is like the
11
one
points of
fucking-
radiant damage.
Where's my potions of resistance, chat? These things are resistant to fucking everything, but not fire. I'm sorry, how much damage? I missed it because I was ranting.
So, 18 points of fire, 18 points of fire damage and 11 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
Me without my pyro converter attuned. Dang it.
Okay. I mean, the mist kind of swirls. It's hard
it's
to tell if
still-
mist is hurt. And also, there are 5
Yeah.
of them, and from what Harper can see, it's just one big fucking thing of mist surrounding Alaina. You can't differentiate between one and the next.
The mist is obviously
Yeah.
hurt. You never call, you never write. What?
Yeah.
The mist is overly
Bonus
familiar.
action, and then I guess for my action, I'm gonna fuck it and cast Sunbeam. Because I'm visible now, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna Sunbeam.
Sunbeam
for
is
it.
radiant, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yep.
And it's gonna be straight line that way.
Yep.
And yeah, so it's a Constitution saving throw. And undead have disadvantage.
That makes sense.
Nice.
That is, not terrible, amazingly enough. That's a 17 on the first
That's
one.
a success.
Second one is not as good, 5.
That is a failure.
Third one is a natural 1.
Also a failure. So the ones that fail are blinded if they can be blinded. That is 10. That is another 11. Math is hard. 21 plus 3 is 24 points of radiant damage to each of them, half on a success. And now I have sunlight in my hand.
Cool. The mist seems to diminish by approximately a 5th.
That's very specific.
And now Harper's just kind of standing there with sunlight coming out of their hand. Like,
Cool.
what the hell is happening? That's their turn.
Cool, it's now Storm's turn. He is going to...
Oh, right.
Please hold for thinking.
We are
Anyone tell
compounding.
me via observation in the group chat if he is surprised or just concerned and scared. I feel like that's important
By the
information.
vampires? By the fact that they're suddenly vampires, is that what you
Yes. Yeah.
Can I see
mean? Well,
him?
you can't see him. The people who can
That's-
see him can make an insight check if you
Yeah.
wish.
That's why I'm doing group
I
chat.
Yeah, can I see him? I'm kind of moved my position a little bit. I'm not sure if I can see him from where I'm at.
No, there's
No,
still
there's a
wall
wall
between you.
there.
He's right on
A
the other
natural
side.
20 if I can see him.
And it's mist in
Right.
there.
Miz can see him. He does not seem surprised by the vampires. He seems
Not seem
concerned
surprised.
that there are people attacking, but he does not seem surprised by the vampires. No.
He's a
Okay. So
pathetic
he is
vampirist.
going to.
Oh, he might be under their sway.
He is going to.
I mean, he might be into their sway.
That's true too.
They weren't into my sway.
He is going to cast greater invisibility on himself
Brave man.
and go. He's not a brave man. He's an
I know.
artist, and he is going to be invisible.
I mean, I get that.
Any artists are brave.
Yeah, but that's not his focus. His focus is, I just want to make cool things.
There.
And then he is going to. Well, none of you know. He's
Yeah.
gone.
Mhm.
As far as you
Well-
know, he is gone.
I know
Harper
where he went. I can see him.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I know where
you're.
his light
I know
is.
you can see him. You
Yeah.
can see
Yeah, I
him.
had line of sight.
All right.
Yeah.
He is going to. Where would he run to? He's going to go this way, I think. So he's going to
Yeah,
disappear
that's-
through those curtains towards the stage.
Smart. That is smart, actually. There's a lot of open room.
Whenever Harper can, they would say that that's where he's gone in the group chat.
Greater. Remind me, people who have it. Greater invisibility means he can still cast things without it going away.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes,
That is correct.
All right.
Yeah.
However, he doesn't have any use.
it
for
is still
cantrips,
concentration
so-
though.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Okay, cool. That's him. Ms. Bottom of the initiative order. You're up. What are you doing?
I will say in the group chat, I hope everybody took their potions. I'm gonna cast Fireball in the corner over there.
Hey, if you know he's away.
Yeah. Well, even if he's not, he's too
Those of
late.
you who do not know, we made a Gallant Horde calendar, and the quote we used for Ms. on the Gallant Horde calendar was, "I'm conflicted, but not enough not to cast Fireball."
Yep.
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 And although I can transmute now, it's staying fire. So,
So
we'll
where-
get at
Where
Fourth
are you
level.
putting it?
right in this. How do I pay? Oh, then that's not this way. In this corner over here.
Okay. Yep. How big
so
is
should
it?
hit 20-foot circle
Radius.
Yeah, so it should be able to get.
So you're getting a lot of baddies and no goodies.
Yeah.
Good job. Cool. All right.
Can I?
Well, that's why I also said I hope you take your potions, 'cause
Cool.
no problem. So that's a Dex
Dex.
19. Mm-hmm.
I don't think Mist has a very high. Oh, it actually does. That is a 19 for the Mist.
Ooh.
The first Mist.
Yeah, I was gonna say it hits 2.
That's a natural 20 for the pretty girl on Storm's arm. I mean, not Storm, the other guy. Marcel's arm. That is a. What am I doing? Dex. Oh god. 9 for Marcel.
Oh, good.
And
Bam.
another natural 20
Wow.
for the other completely random minion. Okay. And
Oh, they get
a
promoted.
18. Nope, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Please hold. 17 for the other mist, the bottom mist. So the bottom mist and Marcel failed. Everybody else succeeded.
Okay. It's 30 points plus I can add 6 for my fire affinity or whatever. So 36 for full damage and then half for.
That mist is gone.
Ooh.
Half of 36 is 18.
18.
Yeah, I leave that math up to you.
Oh no, I haven't given him his stuff. Please hold. 18. 30 for this guy. Alrighty. Cool.
And then I will also say in the group chat, Ardbeg, I hope you're coming because I may need some meat shield in a moment. And then I'm just gonna, for my bonus action, try and hide because
Yeah.
I'm no longer invisible.
Yep. Cool. That takes us to the top.
If
Ardbeg.
someone's told to, so on Mrs. Say So, Meat Shield is on his way. He's going straight for Marcel.
Cool. The other guy is going to release his held action on you at that point.
It's like, damn it.
Sorry about that. He's
Oh.
gonna try to bite you. 16?
No way, man.
Alright, please continue.
All right. So my first attack is a 19 crit for 36 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
So I need you to make a wisdom saving throw first off.
Hang on.
Miz casts meat shield at 5th level, Gavin says.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm trying to see if I have reactions.
13th level meat shield, thank you
sorry.
very much.
What kind of thing? A wisdom save?
Yeah.
That is a 19.
Yeah. So he's not paralyzed, but he takes 38 slashing damage.
That's
8
magical,
radiant?
I assume.
It's
Yeah,
Seeker, yeah.
from
Yeah.
Seeker.
Yeah. Cool. 8 radiant.
Yep.
Cool.
Next attack is a 25.
Yep.
That hits.
Yep.
10 piercing and 2 radiant.
Yep.
Another 19 crit.
Yep.
So do the wisdom saving throw again.
Oh. That is a... Fuck. I just had it. 17.
Oh, that saves.
Hmm.
So he takes 36 slashing and 7 radiant.
Okay.
Ardbeg is going to action surge and do that all again.
Okay.
I'll just look at me. 26 to hit.
Yep.
17 slashing, 4 radiant.
Alright, at this point, this guy changes to mist.
Oh.
Which starts to move away. It is moving in the direction of the stage.
Attack of opportunity.
I mean, yes, but you're just slicing through mist right now. There's nothing to hit. It's like fighting fog.
So I missed them.
You missed.
Ardbeg takes 1 point of psychic damage.
He's immune! He's immune!
Yeah.
Make it necrotic. You're fighting vampires.
Alright, I will take my 1 damage with pride.
Okay.
Can I divert my last 2 attacks to the floozies on his arms?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Lucy,
great.
there's only one left.
21 to hit.
Which floozy are we hitting? Sorry,
Uh,
I was reading the complicated vampire stuff.
this
That one.
one.
Yes.
So she takes 22 points of slashing and 5 radiant.
Nice.
And then he's going to hit her again. with
This
his last
is the
attack.
boy floozy, by the way.
Oh, boy floozy.
Mhm.
Okay. That is a 23.
Yes.
And 16 slashing, 4 radiant.
Ardbeg's a beast, man.
You,
Cool.
you gave him a sword that has, with all his things,
Fine.
plus 17 to hit.
I know. Cool. That's you?
That is my turn.
Excellent. It is now this guy next to Morwen's turn, and he is going to... Wait, before he does that, Marcel in mist form is going to use his legendary action to move. And then the guy is going to bite Morwen.
Okay.
Can I just put like free action through psychic bonds talk, say where what's happened about the guy turning into mist and he's gone through the stage?
Yep. Okay,
Well-
he's going to bite you.
Welcome to Bones Talk with Ardbeg.
Dirty 20, Morwen.
Yes.
9 points of piercing and 9 points of necrotic. Charm thing doesn't do anything. He's then going to stab you with his rapier twice. That is a 13.
Nope.
And a 20 something.
Yeah.
So the second one hits with a 11 points of piercing damage. That's him. It is Marcel's turn. I don't think he can do anything when he's in mist form.
The trade-off.
It is, yeah, but...
I mean, I guess he could run.
I just want to see if he can do anything before he runs.
But
he can't. Alright, so he is going to move to the orchestra pit. And there is like a gap, like a trapdoor, and he, in mist form, is going to slide between the sides of the trapdoor and under the ground.
But we can't see that. Nobody. Okay.
No, I don't think anyone
Ms.
saw where he went.
Harper has visual line.
No, that curtain's closed.
There was the curtain that Harper came through, so...
Where Ms. is, this is closed?
Yeah.
Make a perception check, Harper.
I think that's the set.
Yeah, that...
So,
that's
the curtain's on the red side, on the
Correct.
side. Okay.
Yeah.
That is a 21.
I'm gonna say you could see the mist because Ardbeg drew your attention to it, but it's gone down the side of the stage. That's as much as you know.
Yeah, but they know that it's gone down the side of the stage, and they know that there's an orchestra pit there, so...
Yep. Alright. Morwen, you're up.
Alright, I am going to cast a mirror image, which I should have done before, but let's better late than never. And then I'm going to firebolt Mr. Bitey over here.
Okay. Can you firebolt? Is firebolt not a range thing?
it is.
Is it only ranged or is it a disadvantage?
Yeah, so you can do it, but it would be a disadvantage attack roll.
Okay. 16?
16 does hit.
Okay. So that is 36 fire damage.
He is dead. He just turns to ash on the wind.
And I don't think I want to move. There's a thing right there, so I will stay where I'm at.
That's you.
Mm-hmm.
Alaina. You're muted.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, I've made like 6 comments that I was like, wow, nobody's biting on any of this. Alright,
Muted.
I'm so disappointed in my wasted performances. Anyway, I'm gonna cast Warding Wind around me to create a nice 10-foot movement of air and energy that should disrupt all these mist jerks.
Okay, what does it do exactly?
I'm pulling it up again because I forgot to leave it on my screen because I got distracted by other stuff. Where's the dang spell? That is Warding Wind, level 2. A strong wind, 20 miles per hour, blows around you in a 10-foot radius and moves with you, remaining centered on you. The wind lasts for the spell's duration, which is up to 10 minutes with concentration. Following effects. It deafens you and other creatures in this area. It extinguishes unprotected flames in this area. It hedges out vapors, gas, and fog that can be dispersed by strong wind. So I guess that's the question mark. The area is difficult terrain for creatures other than you, and attack rolls of ranged weapon attacks have disadvantage if the attack passes in or out of the wind.
Okay.
Normally, it's the thing I use when I draw a bunch of archers to shoot at me while everyone else is doing stuff.
Yeah.
But this is, very different use right now.
It's an interesting one. Okay. We will worry about that when we get to the mist.
Cool.
Anything else?
So, I'm gonna I'm gonna cast that, and then my goal is to like push them back so I can make a run for get back to connected with the rest of the party. So my goal is to like get over here.
All right. Can you please just roll me? No, I'm gonna roll it.
No, I don't trust you. Okay.
Also, if it's relevant, Jax, I'm not sure if it is. Harper is currently shooting sunlight in a 60-foot radius around them. So it's 30 feet of bright light and 30 feet of dim light, and it's all sunlight.
It's more a question of whether they qualify as a mist that can't be dispersed.
Yeah.
I think they do because they're technically creatures.
Okay.
But they also don't actively attack.
Okay.
It's just a thing that happens if you're touching them. So I'm going to say they don't get attack of opportunities because that doesn't make sense to me. So we'll go with that.
Oh, Christmas
We'll
comes
go with that.
early.
Yep, I'm nice. Right. This guy is going to attack Ardbeg right back. Let's have a look. Where are you, buddy?
Oh, in group chat, everyone just hears, fuck, and as I run away.
I love it.
I don't think we have time for that right now, Alaina.
Okay, this guy is going to try to bite Ardbeg.
I didn't even have a response.
26.
Oh yeah, that hits.
So you start off by taking 10 points of piercing damage. And then an additional, 2 points of necrotic damage. And you're also immune to charm, aren't you?
Yep.
Your maximum hit point is reduced by 2. Oh, he heals. That's nice. Alright, and then he's going to stab you with his rapier a couple of times. That is a 19
Nope.
and a less. So if the 19 didn't hit, then the other one's also not going to hit. Bling, bling, off your armor.
Yep, that's what it's there for.
Cool. That's him.
You all laughed at me when I wore armor to the theatre. Haha, who's laughing now?
Now the lady is going to try to bite you. Bite. That is a 21.
Yes, that just lands.
That is 7 points of piercing. And 6 points of necrotic. Your hit point maximum is reduced by 6 as well. She gets to heal. And then she's gonna claw you twice. Or try to. Dirty 20?
Yep.
Dirty 20 hits you? I thought 21 was your AC.
20.
Cool. Alrighty. The second one didn't. I rolled a 4. So that is a 6 points of slashing. Did you like my slashing motion? Cool. Greth, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to move here. Does that provoke an opportunity attack from this guy?
Where are you? No.
Alright, so I moved here to here just so I could be within 10 feet of both of these guys.
We have just established that we can't. That mist don't get opportunity attacks. Yep.
You're right. You did establish that. Okay. Let's. I'll start by hitting this guy. Let me start doing that. Sorry, my dice are being weird. 24 to hit.
Yes.
Why would, of course, I'd roll a 1. Let's add a little something to that, though. So it's going to be 6. Oh, that's better. 6 plus 8. That's going to be 14 points of force damage to him for the first shot.
Cool.
Next one's going to be a natural 20.
Nice.
So, let's see. That's going to be... Ready, please? Sorry, my dice roll, I think, doesn't want to go. There we go. 17 points of force damage.
He is gone. That mist disappears.
Just so Morwen can pass, and then I'm gonna hit this guy with my last shot. Just clear the
your
field.
last shot.
I'm gonna hit him with my last shot.
Fire away.
You got it, Morwen. 11 points of damage to him. Force.
There is like a tiny, tiny little fragment of mist just hanging on there.
And that's all. I'm gonna stay where I am for now.
Cool. It's now the mist's turn, so it's gonna come in to have one last smack at you.
Right?
Try to. I need you to make a Constitution save, please.
You got it.
These ones.
26.
26 definitely saves. You are fine. All this one's gonna disappear in the sunlight. That one's also gonna disappear in the sunlight. Cool. These guys are gonna come over to Harper. Harper, I need you to make a Constitution save, please.
Okay. Why? 7.
7. That fails. And a second one for the second mist, please.
Where were those numbers? 22.
Okay. So the first one, you are going to take 9 points of necrotic damage, which also comes off your max.
If it doesn't hit my maximum hit points, though, because of my ward, my ward just takes the damage, not me.
You can't heal your ward either, hey? Yeah, I would say you can. Okay, well then it would drop the max of the ward, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, that's the mist. Harper, you're up.
Okay. This is not ideal. Not ideal at all.
I mean, you were right there and you're shedding sunlight, which they hate.
Yes.
So...
But I did not expect Alaina to run away.
I'm sorry, did you want me to hang out there?
Why did you not expect Alaina to run away? That was silly. I feel like that is a you problem.
Yeah, that is a me problem. So instead I'm just gonna swat at the mist and cast Shocking Grasp. The one right in front of me.
Just gonna build a cottage and live here year-round amongst the mists that try to eat me.
That is a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
Alright.
Shocking Grasp is lightning, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
That's fine. That is math. 16 points of lightning damage.
Cool. It does not...
9 points of radiant damage.
Radiant. The radiant hurts it. The lightning, it is a cloud after all.
Okay. I'm gonna, for my action, I'm going to cast Scatter, and I'm gonna yeet these things away from me.
Okay.
Casting yeet.
I am indeed casting yeet.
I love it.
I need to look at Scatter because these things are so freaking weird, man. They don't operate by
the air
usual.
quivers around up to 5 creatures of my choice that I can see within range. An unwilling creature must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw to resist.
Okay. All right. Let's give it a go. So the first one is a 18. Bizarrely wise for a cloud. The second one is a 19.
Also fails.
Cool. So what happens? They just
so
move
I can
away.
yeet them up to 120 feet. I can yeet them to a place I choose.
Nice. All right.
So I can
where
see
are
out
you?
this curtain, right?
That's right.
I can see out this curtain, right?
The one on the stage?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're gonna send them 120 feet in that direction.
I'm gonna send them to the dress circle. Yeah.
Cool. Bye bye, Misties.
Fuck right off.
I can't even do that in one shot. Cool. All right, they're now in the expensive seats. Excellent.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna move.
Okay.
I'm gonna come up behind Alaina, and it's my turn.
Great. Storm is gonna go and hide in the corner. Nobody can see him except, well, Harper can't see him now either from where you are, but he's just like sitting there going, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Miz, you're up.
Harper, did you tell us about the mist? Like, when you saw it?
Let me unmute myself first. Yeah, I would have relayed that in the Bonds chat.
Okay. Are we chasing the mist? I would say in the group chat.
The Marcel mist?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's wise, because I think he's the problem.
Okay. Then... Ardbeg, do you want to come with me? Because I'm not going by myself. Just saying.
That's fair.
I'll finish up these guys and then I'll follow you.
Okay, then I will move and use my bonus action to get close enough to you. I think I can get over here with 60 feet. And then whenever I'll hold a dimension door for whenever he's ready to go.
Okay. Cool. Ardbeg, you're up. You're muted. Will, you're muted.
Yeah, sorry, I've just got a lot of background noise and I can't.
It's all good.
do my phone. So, first guy takes 22 to hit.
Who is the first guy?
This fella.
22
boy
hits,
floozy.
yes. Yes, boy floozy, that hits, yes.
12 slashing and 6 radiant.
Oh, he's hurting.
23 to hit.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good roll, man. 20 slashing and 2 radiant.
He's gone.
Okay. My last attack.
He does the Buffy burst.
So this one.
Yep.
It's a 19 crit.
Yep.
So that is. Do you want damage first or the wisdom save? Doesn't matter, probably.
Doesn't really matter.
Do
I
the
can
wisdom
do a wisdom save. I don't think that's gonna save. That is a 10.
Ha! They are paralyzed.
Cool.
And they take 30 points slashing and 11 radiant.
Wow, nice. Ouch. That's you?
That's my turn.
Okay, that guy's dead. Marcel is going. Well, you don't know what Marcel's done. He's gone as far as you're concerned. Morwen, you're up.
Morwen is gonna Misty Step over here and do 13 points of fire damage to both of those people next to me just from my face step.
Cool, that lady, that mist is gone. Minus 13, yep.
And then, might as well firebolt, and I will do a disadvantage.
She's paralyzed, so I think it cancels.
Oh,
So it's
so
just a straight roll.
let me just roll one. That's the same as the low one. That's nice. 16.
Still hits.
Okay. Okay. 29 fire damage.
She is gone too.
Okay.
At this stage, there are no more combatants.
Well, when Miz was waiting her dimension door until Ardbeg was ready, so
Yep.
with no enemies on the board near, would he be ready and trigger that?
I guess, yeah, where were you planning on going, Miss?
From whatever Harper said to the edge of over the edge of the stage. I don't know if we'll.
If we're out of combat,
Yeah,
can
pretty
I?
much, because he's gone and
Can I-
Storm is invisible. The only person who can see Storm is Harper can't see Storm right now, but he is
Yeah.
like curled up in the corner of the stage, basically just trying to stay out of it.
Ardbeg will grab his amulet and cast one creature on Marcel, the Misty guy.
How far does it go?
Marcel, the Misty guy.
1,000 feet.
He is under the theatre and moving fast.
So, Ardbeg is going to relay that in the bonds. I know exactly where he is. He's gone through a trapdoor under the stage. We need to get after him. Quick sticks.
Yeah.
And you point exactly where he is, and you know how far he is.
Yeah, basically,
think-
I know exactly where he is.
So he would have gone through the. Oh, hang on, I've got to look at the other map. Please hold. He is somewhere roughly here-ish, but underground.
So, do you want me to describe what the spell says so that everyone's an understanding?
Yeah, sure.
Describe or name a creature that is familiar to you. You sense the direction to the creature's location as long as the creature is within 1,000 feet of you. If the creature is moving, you know the direction of its movement.
Yeah, so he is going like this way, but he's underground.
Okay.
Does it?
Do
Does
we?
he know how far underground? Because
Like a story underground.
Okay.
Like there's
Okay.
something underneath.
Did
the
Harper
theatre.
tell everyone that the director guy is invisible?
Yeah.
All right, then Greth would just pop out as see invisibility
Mhm.
as well as a bonus
Okay.
action real quick.
I will take our.
Harper's going to turn to Alaina and go, the sunlight only lasts another 30 seconds. Are we going after him?
Of course we're going after him. Why wouldn't we go after him?
Yeah.
Dimension door.
Yeah.
Grab
Nice.
Alaina and dimension door.
Where
Hells
are you
yeah.
dimension dooring to?
Trying to figure out, based on what Ardbeg has said in the direction that it was traveling, some quick math on the fly in that
Intelligence
direction.
check for me, please.
Oh
believe
dear.
it,
Because
I
you're
always
not.
have.
You're not.
I was,
I know.
I was,
It's
I was
hard
gonna do the same thing in my intelligence.
because you're not dimension dooring into a space you do not know and are not familiar with. So Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a natural 19 for 26.
very good. Okay.
Approximate closeness counts because you will just get shunted to the nearest open option.
Yeah.
So Harper and Alaina are gone.
And then I'm taking.
And if
Ardbeg.
we are within, if we are within 60 feet of him, he's going to be within the sunlight radius, taking some
that's fine.
sunlight damage.
Nice.
Ms, can you also make an intelligence check for me, please?
Sure. Well, not 14 plus. Oh, plus 3. Okay, so 17.
Okay.
Surprised myself.
Morwen and Greth, what are you doing?
You want a dimension door? Head down. I will describe what Ardbeg said. Intelligence check.
Mhm.
Sorry if this goes poorly, Greth.
It's okay. It'd be on brand.
Even a failed dimension door is better than my plan. I was gonna go full Elden
You
Ring
do
and
have
start
inspiration.
slamming walls.
I have inspiration. I haven't used it yet. Okay.
Alright,
So much better. That's a 18.
I'm gonna just pull you all together so I can move you all at the same time because it's easier that way.
All right.
If that's alright
Let me
with
mark
you.
off that I used dimension door.
What was that? 18.
18.
Okay.
Ooh.
Alrighty. Let's see here. So,
Oh, and I got it back already. Thank you.
I
Cheryl.
would say you all managed to land roughly in the right kind of situation. You find yourselves in a large underground room. Can you see that, or do I have it all?
I have it black on my
It's all
screen
blacked
right
out.
now.
Hang on.
Hey.
Ooh. Ooh, coffins. Nice.
A large underground room. Oh, you can't see those other rooms, but
Yeah.
whatever. It is very over the top, extremely extra, lots of red velvet and lights that glow and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And you can just see sliding into a coffin a thing of mist that, and then the coffin closes on it as you enter.
Assume
Nice.
this coffin.
Yeah. There is
Yeah.
also, interestingly enough, because my child asked for it and I thought it was funny,
Yeah.
A crocodile. Just chilling there. Come on.
Fair enough.
It's
Love
just
him.
vibing.
It's just hanging there next to the coffin.
Next to the
There's
coffin.
a crocodile.
Aw.
Snapping its fingers at you.
Yes.
It was like, what if he had a pet crocodile? I was like, he can have that.
That's awesome.
I
do you
do
wanna
something
do?
with the bodies.
Harper is just going straight for that coffin.
Okay.
Yep. Go for the coffin.
Because they've got a time limit on their sunlight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's
Greth
fair.
will go with Harper.
Yep.
Okay.
We're
What
going.
are you doing to the coffin?
Well, I want to open it.
Do you want me to open it?
Probably.
Done.
Whoever's opening the coffin, make a strength check, please.
You got it.
Yeah, not me.
A check or saving throw?
A check, because it's to see if you can lift the.
Man. That's an 8.
Oh.
It's a really heavy coffin lid. It's weird.
This is just Ardbeg just come up behind us and show us how it's done.
Can I roll this as athletics?
Sure.
Oh,
I feel like we're just delaying the inevitable at this point.
It's a nat 20.
Yay.
Yeah. So what happens is Greth walks over, looking all, I'm a big buff monk, and can't lift it, and Ardbeg just comes over and goes, and the lid just flies off.
He loosened
Can
it.
I
He
just-
loosened
can
it
I-
for him. Good job, Greth.
Unload my sunbeam into the body. Or what
There's
is
no
it?
body.
The mist.
It's
The
just
mist.
Is the mist
But
in there?
yes.
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 Just unload the
You don't
sunbeam
even
into
you
it.
don't even need to roll because that dissipates it and destroys the mist completely. And you are left in a big empty room with a crocodile.
Is it friendly?
Crocodile.
Still,
The crocodile's like snapping its jaws at you kind of angrily, but nobody ever comes down here who's not friends with its person, so
Right.
confused. It's not the
We're-
smartest crocodile in the world.
That's okay. We're not gonna hurt.
we're not.
No.
What? Do you need a new pair of boots?
Ooh, yeah.
Are you attacking the crocodile?
Would that
No.
upset Christmas if I did?
Depends. Is it ticking?
No.
Is
Greth
it
would not-
ticking? Make a perception check.
If it's ticking, then I'm in
let me
for it.
see.
Perception. Roll. Do the thing, I said so. That is the best roll I've had all night. God damn it. 25 on a joke.
It's absolutely not ticking at all.
What
That's
a waste.
so on brand for us. 25 for a joke.
I'll speak with animals.
Okay.
I'm like, I think you might want to leave because I don't know if anyone's going to come down here to feed you.
Yeah, just
What?
set him loose in the city. That's.
Hey,
Okay.
you feed me really nicely here. I get all this lovely, delicious meat.
Have you ever considered acting?
What?
Well, you pretend
Oh.
to eat people and then they'll feed you. Whatever you
Oh,
want.
that's a good trick. Maybe I'll try that.
Well,
What about my buddy here who sleeps in the box? He's nice. He feeds me food all the time.
he went away to a very
Yeah,
safe place.
he-
He's not coming
he-
back.
He's on
To the farm.
vacation. Yep, he's on
Into a
vacation.
farm upstate.
Oh, why didn't he take me? That's okay. I'll just slip into the sewers.
Oh,
Hey.
God. Can we just
Jackie
take the
says that's
casket?
it, like the handbag, walk away.
Can we just take the casket, put it in a cart, and drive it up to the woods in the upstate and just let it loose in the sunlight?
There's some farmer who's going to have a very elaborate coffin for his funeral. And
We are already over time, so I'm going to say for simplicity, the crocodile leaves and goes to the sewers where it has a long and happy sewer crocodile life.
Okay.
What do you all want to do at this point?
We should probably go find Storm.
yeah, we should go see what's going on with what's left of him mentally.
I also want to see if
Are we-
this vampire was a hoarder and if there was anything in his coffin.
Good call.
Do we need to check
Make
the
an-
other room?
Do we need to see if there's anybody in the other, rooms that we don't know there's something in, but
Yeah.
just to clear
I'm,
out?
I'm going to say no because
Okay,
we're already
yeah,
past the
right.
time.
Okay.
Okay.
There's nothing really interesting down here. It's it's weird because vampires usually have all sorts of cool shit. But
They're hiding it up in the theater props. room.
yeah,
That's what they're doing.
there's nothing. It's a very ridiculously ornate room, but it's also fairly empty. There's nothing in his coffin. He was missed, so anything he had on him is gone.
Okay. So when we go check on Storm, I would like to go into the costume room, and I'm just going to grab a handful of magic costumes for Indigo.
Okay.
Let's fuck
Cool.
over the next performance for our own comedy. That's great.
They get books for me, and I get clothes for them.
If you see any robes that might fit a tall person,
Right.
I
I'm just
Morwen,
gonna
roll me a d20, please.
The performance was great.
19.
After show was a little bit tense.
19.
The next performance should be a lot less impressive due to a lack of costuming.
There's a lot of cool costumes. There's costumes of all sorts of different kinds. There is amidst it all a cloak of many fashions.
Nice. Like we need that in the realm, but that's okay. I'm gonna take it.
Let's be real, that's a perfect theater item.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you all want to just roll me an investigation check for upstairs? You can all
Sure.
use
Yes.
the prop rooms. Just
I
for
will
fun.
guide myself as I investigate.
What are you doing, Ardbeg? Sorry?
Investigation 21
Alright.
for anything cool. Specifically, probably on the T-Rex.
nothing.
Nothing on the T-Rex. It's just a big galumphing toy.
I got an
Yeah.
18 on my investigation.
I
Cool.
got a natural 20
Nice.
for a 36.
Nice. Alaina?
15.
I did bollocks, so I'm basically just kind of like casually looking around as I'm making edits on my notes that I am going to distribute this review. I'm not treating this as a secondary thing. I'm even going to be like, oh yeah, we'll see if we can
We
find
will
some
say
business.
that Ardbeg, you find a Dragon's Wrath short sword.
Ooh.
Got a dragon job
Harper.
coming up.
It is slumbering when you look it up because it is one of
Yeah.
those swords that changes over time.
Over time.
Harper, you find. Roll me a d10, please.
1.
You find one vial of pixie dust,
Oh.
frequently used in the theater for making people fly. You also find an elemental gem that is an emerald. And because you rolled a nat 20, you find a bottle of boundless coffee.
Yes.
Amazing.
Dibs!
I want that.
Dibs!
Greth, you find a interesting mask. It's called the Eyes of the Eagle. Is that everyone who rolled? Ms., you rolled a thing.
Is my looking at grabbing the costumes? Is that my investigation?
15? Yes,
Okay.
yes.
That's
You
cool.
got the cloak. The
I'm
cloak
good.
is your thing. I'm gonna say that you also find some pixie dust. You can roll me a d10 also. Please.
Like, what does a D10 look like? Because I never use them. Okay.
How many?
8.
8 bottles of pixie dust. You found the cabinet where they keep the pixie dust, apparently.
Alright.
Is that everybody? Elena, you are distracted.
I
I'm sorry.
botched it. I even burnt my last luck point, and I still I was a 6 and then an 8, and I'm like, why bother?
Let's go back upstairs. Are any of you talking to Storm? He's still huddled over
Yeah.
in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Is he still invisible?
Oh, how long does it last?
Greater is only a minute.
Oh no, then he's not. He's just
Yeah.
he's just sitting there being sad.
So, buddy, what was your plan here with your weird vampire friends?
Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Please don't kill me! Please don't kill me! Fuck.
I mean, answer my question
Again,
first.
not enough time.
Well, he just, he gave us a lot of cool money, and I could do these things. And he throws his hand up, but nothing happens. And he's like, well, I could do some things. I guess
Yeah.
I can't now.
No.
No.
Just, the theatre's a difficult living to make, and he gave us a lot of help in terms of things we could do, and also money. And we only very occasionally gave him an usher.
So here's the part that confuses me about your little defensive mechanism there. When I was here telling you that I was going to try to drive business and attention and money your way, you seem very disinterested at this point. So clearly that wasn't the primary motivation at that level.
But because we had him, and he was doing lots of that stuff.
Yeah. It wasn't really so much about the theater as much as your fancy powers and gifts and
No, he helped the theater. He was giving us money. Do you know how little gold there is in theater?
Yes.
Was that worth driving your wife away from you, though?
What are you talking about? She's still here. I mean, not right now. She's gone home. But
she was the one that brought us here.
Oh.
She's
Well, he never did like him very much. It's true.
What about you?
Wow. You just led to a divorce.
We'll have a conversation. It's fine. I'm sure she will. And she understands that, that you have to make sacrifice for art.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you have to make sacrifices
But yeah.
for art.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's not really a thing. I think you that's just you. That's just a you thing.
That's not how sacrifice works, but okay.
If your conversation doesn't go well, you'll see me again. Just so you know.
Conversation with
Your
Marianne.
wife, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He has very powerful friends.
Yes.
We've been through a lot together. I'm sure we can work it out.
There are some things that you just can't work past.
A little
Especially
bit of
when it comes to sacrificing other people.
a deal with the vampire. I've known theatre people to
Usually
do
a
worse.
deal breaker. That would be a deal breaker for me.
Well, you're clearly not a theatre person.
Oh god.
And you're
not
clearly a
helping.
moron.
You're not helping your case.
All right, are we doing something with this guy, or are we done?
I mean, he's just a bard now.
Yeah, we can report back to the lady, and if
As
he wants to do
everyone else
anything.
is speaking to him, Harper's going to step back. And I am going to cast Modify Memory on him.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
Okay.
So he needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Does
you
he
doing
have
this
counter
sort of-
spell?
Are you doing this surreptitiously compared to what we're paying attention to?
Yep. Everyone else is in front of Harper, sort of thing. They're kind of moving behind everyone.
Man, if only we'd had a blueberry muffin. I have dust of deliciousness. I do. We found someone a job.
That's an
I percent-
18.
And I got a perception
wisdom
of
save?
16.
That's a failure.
Yeah. And I'm guessing my perception of 16 is not going to catch you, so.
Well,
yeah.
it depends. If you're being surreptitious, you need to do a stealth check as well.
Unless you have subtle. Or is that a sorcerer?
That's a sorcerer thing.
The sorcerer thing.
I have that.
That is okay. That's a 14.
So, Alaina, you do see.
Oof. Alright, I'm unhappy, but I'm not going to make attention to it at this moment. I accept
That's
that
a
this is
thing
happening.
for Alaina. Yeah.
It is.
I
It is.
understand. I understand that it's happening. I understand why it's happening. I don't like it, but I'm going to reserve my moment.
All right. What are you changing his memory to?
So I am going to put in his brain that he is incredibly remorseful about everything he has done, and that he will grovel at his wife's feet and do everything that she wants to make up for this, because he has done a horrible thing. Because he didn't seem to feel like he'd done anything wrong.
My hesitation is that's not really a memory.
Yeah, you make him see something horrible that would make him remorseful.
Yeah, like maybe make it the memory that the vampire turned on him for some reason.
Or turned on his wife or something,
Was gonna
you
threaten
know.
his wife, that kind of thing. Just like, and we just interceded.
Yeah,
like,
implant a
Yeah.
memory that the vampire turned on her.
Okay. 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 What are you all doing?
apparently, we're all
I think
yelling
we're
at
done.
him.
I think we're done here.
Grinding my teeth.
I rolled a dirty 20 intimidation check, so Ardbeg's going to have some choice words with him about don't doing it again and getting right with his wife. And
Yeah.
if we get word that he hasn't corrected his ways, we'll be back and he'll be getting dealt to like the Marcel did.
Mm-hmm.
He's not hard to intimidate. He's a bit of a weed.
Alright.
I would also like to give him 500 gold and say, you have a new patron now. Before-
Oh. Nice.
Thank you, ma'am. Does this come with powers?
Oh.
I guess you have to wait and find out.
Okay.
Wow.
Appreciated. Either way.
Like firebolt tickling at my comes with these powers. You want to see how they feel?
Good. Good. Thanks for your assistance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Are we saying it?
Guess it's time.
Electrics.
He said, you see his eyes go. Like he
Yeah.
recognizes the word.
That's right.
And you are all back in the throne room. And the lady goes, welcome back. Successful mission?
Pretty much.
Vampires.
What's this?
Solve the
Vampires.
problem,
Vampires.
technically.
Vampires in a theater?
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
cliched.
Right?
Disappointing.
It is
Anyway.
what it is.
Said vampire has been neutralized, my lady.
Good to know, thank you. And how is Marianne dealing with all of this?
She
Really
left
well
before
done.
the final curtain, so
Yeah.
I see. Well,
she may need a contact to make sure her husband is mending his ways. of
well, that
dealing with
answers my next
vampires.
question, which was going to be, did you kill her husband? I'm glad
No.
to hear that you did not. Hopefully
No.
this is enough to...
We encouraged
Change his
him to
path.
change, yeah. Mhm.
The option to continue. No vampires, no vampire powers.
Right. Well, thank you for your efforts today. As always, you will be rewarded in the usual ways. Was there anything else before you head on out to your celebrations of victory?
Do we have anything that we need to verify is not cursed while we're here?
Oh,
Or are we
I
good?
picked up the sword, ma'am. If we could get it checked out, please.
Very well.
Oh, I'm gonna
We can do
obviously
that.
give the wand back to Ms.
Excellent. Well, congratulations. Off you go.
Thank you.
There we go.
And you will
Yep.
leave the
So
throne
go.
room.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone want to do anything outside of the throne room?
I'm just
Uh,
have a,
Ardbeg will just sigh that he wasn't. Sigh in relief that he wasn't held behind again.
In
and go
relief?
into
Last time I thought it was a good thing you were held behind.
It was, yes. But, I couldn't deal with that again on my consecutive streams.
Alaina's gonna go have a quiet drink at the tavern.
Okay. So, at this point, Alaina and Biz both hit level 15. Woo! So, in our Discord, I will be dropping the level 15 art for Alaina and
Yay!
Biz.
Awesome.
It is in the Gallant Horde section of our Discord, which means you can only see it if you are a subscriber or a member of the Horde. So you should probably do one of those things, or preferably both of those things. That would be even better. But we will be releasing it on our social media later in the week. Also, go watch Greth's interview if you haven't done that already.
Yeah.
And Tune in tomorrow for our Birds of a Feather Monks game. So we're doing a Birds of a Feather game tomorrow with monks. That should be great fun. I'm sure there will be much punching of things.
Mercy.
And I think that's all for today.
That's it.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for playing, you wonderful humans. Playing things that are mostly not human. Mostly. And we will see you tomorrow for Birds of a Feather and next week for another game of the Gallant Horde.
Oh, is it the Archmage? Archmage next week?
Yeah, it is.
Woo!
All right. Have a beautiful weekend. Thank you for being awesome. We love you very much. Bye.